Yes. Hey there.
Hey there.
Nice to see you.
You too.
What's with you this morning?
I don't know.
All right. You feeling all right?
Well, I think I'm trying to get a little cold, quite honestly.
Well, good luck with that.
Yeah. Trying to fight it off.
Put your mind to it. You'll figure it out.
Have a little scratchy throat. That's about it.
Well, I mean, I've noticed that actually over the past 2 weeks. That you've been fighting that off.
Yeah,
so
the
I
weather
think you're putting up a good fight there. Well, hey,
The weather changes.
Well, yeah.
Hate it.
I know the weather changes when Hotshot throws on long pants.
Yeah,
Whoa.
true.
There it is.
Wow, today's the day, huh?
Yeah,
Today's the big day. Yes.
Winter has begun. No.
Cold weather's officially here.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Break out the short pants around Groundhog's Day, February something.
Yeah.
There it is.
But otherwise,
Right.
everything's great.
Well, you're looking at us like we're crazy. We know more than you did.
That's the look I normally give.
All right.
Because I think he really thinks we are crazy. So.
That part is when you start wearing pants again, you realize they don't really fit anymore.
geez.
Whoa.
Because you've gone through the whole summer of
All right,
not
Steve,
wearing them.
maybe you should keep that one to yourself.
Steve was like, oh, can't wear those.
Right. And yet he finds a way to anyway.
Oh, yeah.
And then he has to live with knowing that the afternoon tall screech-like creature is making fun of him
Oh, I know.
for his
Oh,
plums.
that's right. Well, he does take a number on you,
Just
Stephen.
takes a beating from the last guy in the world you would ever expect to take a beating from in your life.
That's nice. If there's one thing that can make that guy feel good and do that, then I'm willing to be the guy.
Well, that's good because I'm not.
I mean, Harris is like the office punching bag.
Have Harris take a beating on you, man?
Yeah.
It doesn't get any worse than that.
There's combos. 6 punches in each combo.
Oh, and then an uppercut. Watch out.
Then all else fails, he hit you over the head with the mole.
Oh, man.
No joke.
And you go down for the count, Stephen.
Oh, goodness.
I don't know how you don't just walk up to the guy and punch him right in the face here in the hallway of the building, Stephen.
No, I'm not like that.
Ah,
not that
apparently
type
That's
of
the
guy.
most hilarious. Would you just die laughing if you saw that?
Well, that must be why Harris
would.
feels this urge, this ability to pick on Stephen when he hasn't picked on anyone else in his life.
Right.
True.
Yeah, you got to take down the good people in this world, I guess.
And yet he chose you.
Exactly.
That's why most people push you.
It's an interesting dynamic.
Well, you put a stop to it. Grab him by his throat, Stephen.
That things just don't bother me. I don't need to grab people by their throat.
Trust me, one day, if you don't do it now, one day you'll do it and you won't even realize you're doing it. So you better do it now consciously. All right?
Of course, if there was one person, I guess Harris would be the guy.
Because you're within 10 years from starting to do that to people subconsciously. So you better do it now consciously. That's my evaluation of you.
Yeah?
I haven't done a full evaluation, ladies and gentlemen. Trust me, I have no interest. But my evaluation of Stephen is if he doesn't start grabbing someone's throat now
Yeah.
from the steam that's coming out of his system, Terry,
I know.
he's going to be doing it subconsciously within 10 years.
There's no steam. I mean, you don't see steam. I don't really get angry.
Oh,
Sure you
come
do.
on.
That's one of the symptoms, Terry.
I know, denial.
He's not able to detect his own steam.
One night he goes to bed, blacks out, wakes up with his shoes on. They're all muddy. Doesn't know where he's been.
A couple of blood spots on those shoes.
How'd they get here?
Yes.
Fingernails are all dirty and bloody and broken.
Jeez.
And he has no idea why.
Nope.
And he still doesn't detect any steam. It's a damn shame, Steve. See, apparently we know this story pretty damn
Yeah,
well.
it seems like it.
You don't seem to have a clue what we're talking about, but it'll start to come together at some point in your life.
Well, I can't wait for the day.
And I don't think we'll make the best character witnesses.
Do it before little Benny's born. Come on.
Oh, geez, that's right, Benny and the
Save
Jets.
him.
They're on their way, Terry.
So kill somebody before.
Oh!
All right.
We're not
Sounds
saying
good.
kill somebody.
Well, the
we're
muddy
saying
shoes, the blood underneath the fingernails.
well, that's what we're trying to prevent
I
in the
see.
future. If you don't grab Harris by the neck.
Now.
Okay. I don't want to do your dirty work. If you want to grab him by the neck, you
I have no reason to grab him by the neck. Are you getting this or no? Harris has never said a bad word about me in his life. Never would.
He's not picking
Not
on
to your
us.
face.
Because he knows
Yeah, that you would grab him by
that
the
I would
neck.
grab him by the neck and never let go.
But he knows I won't. That's why he does it.
That's my exact point. He oh, jeez. He's like 7 minutes away.
No, I'm telling you that's,
I told you that 7 minutes ago.
I know, and I'm reiterating it and agreeing with you.
Sounded like you just thought you came up with it on your own.
I didn't. 'Cause
All right.
We both said it earlier.
You smell the steam yet, Stephen?
Is that what that is?
It's
Yes.
there.
The T-Man. Tonight on NBC, the most dangerous event on television.
Grab a bottle, hunker down, and pray for daylight.
the season premiere of Will and Grace, live.
No way.
Anything can happen. TV's most daring comedy premieres live. Plus, all new Joey and the apprentice, Donald Trump. Then,
Kermit the Frog is 50 years old now, and he has his own stamp, which debuted in L.A. today. Goes on sale across the country tomorrow.
Were you invited to the big Kermit party, Terry?
No.
Oh, it's going to be a big spectacular.
Wow, 50.
Yeah, he's aged well, hasn't he?
Yes, he has. Not a wrinkle.
No, you got to thank Botox for that.
Yeah. Whew.
A couple of facelifts. Well, what's all the noise, dude? What is that? Another fire drill?
Yes.
Yes.
What is this, Pastela?
Big fire drill, yeah.
Oh, big fire drill.
Oh, yeah.
I couldn't tell the size of it, but thank you for making clear to us that it's a big fire drill.
It's the annual fire drill.
The annual fire drill that they have, 10 times a year?
Yeah, it seems like it.
Well, how do you know it's the annual fire drill? You got an email on
I
that?
got an email on it yesterday.
I love how they do the annual fire drill always during the early morning hours, Terry.
Well, yeah, I don't want to disrupt any of the other afternoon shows.
No, you don't want to disrupt the Eric Flowers magical radio show, Terry.
Right, can't have that.
Mm-hmm. I'll tune in today to hear what I did this morning on the show.
Wonder if they know what we do around here.
No. That's very distracting, this annual fire drill that happens 15, 20 times a year.
Why can't they do it like overnight or something?
Under the covers, Terry.
It's like the alleged yearly power outage, which is like 10 times a year.
Whatever, man. How long does the annual fire drill last? Until someone gets very third-degree severe burns, or what?
No, it shouldn't be more than like 10 minutes or so.
Oh, by the way, during the annual fire drill, there's a fire, get out!
Not a drill, sir.
They're knocking on the door.
You sure it's just a drill, right? Right, Pastela?
I saw some of the building people, and they informed me it was a drill.
Okay. You went out and made sure?
Yes.
Made sure one of your cigarette butts wasn't left burning and it was all your fault?
Exactly.
We need the crew
Okay.
sprinting down the hallway on fire.
Right.
Legs!
Wouldn't take him long to burn. He wouldn't have time to sprint down the hall. He's too little. Anyhow.
Oh, my gosh.
This is an annual fire. Do you know how long it lasts is my question?
It's 10, 15 minutes. I don't think it should be longer
Oh,
than
goody. Let's just sit back and listen to the annual fire drill in progress.
Right.
Can anyone hear this?
I can.
Well, be quiet. Maybe you can hear it better, too. Yeah. It's very exciting.
You should go out in the hall. It's a lot worse.
Thank you, Stephen.
I'm going to open my door, then you could hear it.
All right, Stephen. Yeah, go for it. Okay, there you go, Stephen. We got the...
It's cool that I can sit here and open my door at the same time.
Yes, very talented.
Proves how small it is.
Well, we feel the pulse of the fire drill happening right before our very eyes and ears, Terry. It's kind of interesting that it took us 5 minutes to realize there was a fire drill, and then we didn't move a muscle. And didn't know it was a fire drill, Terry.
Right.
Gives me the impression that if there were ever a real fire, we'd burn to a crisp. But that's fine.
Probably.
It's a good way to go.
Oh, my God.
Thanks
Well, they
again
don't-
for scheduling it during our show.
They don't expect us to do work during the fire drill, right?
I
We got to be doing fire drill stuff.
Sure.
Should be standing outside holding hands.
Singing Kumbaya and roasting marshmallows. Should we practice stop, dropping, and rolling, or what?
Stop, drop, and roll. Yep. If you'd like. I mean,
I was thinking you would go first, Terry.
no, that's okay.
Yeah, baby. Oodie beady beady. Bum. You have a pile of stuff, Terry?
I do.
You gonna read some stuff during the annual fire drill?
Well,
Be a big moment.
it would be. I don't think I ever have.
Okay.
But I will.
Go ahead.
First of all, news about the whole Ashton Kutcher Demi Moore wedding. Apparently, it's supposedly they say it was
No,
a
I heard that
punk
too. It was a
or
hoax. I don't
whatever.
believe it. I think they're married. I don't know why they would. That would be beyond stupidity. I don't see what's so funny or comical or entertaining about them having a hoax of a wedding.
Okay.
They need that much publicity on themselves
Well-
that bad that they would have a hoax of a wedding?
No, but I mean.
That would be pathetic, Terry.
Yeah, it would be. And of course,
I
he's
don't
denying
believe
it.
it.
He's saying, no, we're really married.
I think they're really married.
Right.
All right?
I gotcha.
Okay.
So
Not that I can concentrate through a fire drill. That's all right. What else?
I don't know if you saw this. I believe it was last
I
night.
see everything, Terry.
Oh, do you? Jennifer Garner, all pregnant and stuff.
Yeah, I
getting
didn't
ready to
know.
have Ben's baby.
Never saw it.
Was on Jay Leno and slipped up, revealing.
Oh, that's
that,
why I never saw it, because it was on Jay Leno.
Yeah, revealing.
I like to watch funny shows, Terry.
That's right. There is one thing you've never seen.
Right.
That show.
That they are having a girl.
Really?
Yes.
It's very exciting.
Yes.
It's very
And
Ben
then-
Affleck of him
Is it?
to have a girl.
And then the National Enquirer is...
Because only girly men have girls first, Terry.
Oh, really?
Now, I'm going to try for a girl second time around, Terry. So if I have a girl, it's not because I couldn't make a boy.
We already know you can
Try.
make a boy. That's your first
I'm gonna use all my girl powers, Terry. I'll have to reach deep and see if I can find them, Terry, because they're so buried underneath all the massive amounts of male powers.
Yeah.
I am going to try and have a girl second time around. So, but Ben Affleck obviously just has only one option.
That's right.
And that's having little kids.
Well, according to the National Enquirer, he asked, Jennifer, hey, I want my mom and Matt Damon to be in the delivery room.
Man.
While you're giving birth.
Matt Damon's going to be in the delivery room?
Well, and he told Jennifer he wants Matt to be holding a camera and videotaping the whole birth thing.
Does it get any gayer than that, Terry?
No. And of course, she freaked out. She's like, oh, what are you nuts?
Oh, jeez.
I think so.
Is that the end of the annual fire drill?
Sounds like it.
Okay, we'll
Wow,
look forward
it's
to
done.
one next month then.
Oh, goody.
Yes.
So I don't think it's going to happen. He's going to have to set up his own little tripod so he can videotape it. But
He wanted Matt Damon in the delivery room.
yes,
It's about as gay as I've ever heard, Terry.
that is kind of odd. Why would you want a guy friend?
I was kind of open for him in my delivery room, too.
Oh, jeez. Matt Damon?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he's going to go to yours, not to Ben Affleck. He's
Right,
not
that'd be
interested. Yeah. Are you going to have anyone in the delivery room that would be as gay as that, Stephen? Like your little buddy Scott wiping Amy's brow or what?
Probably not. No little buddy Scott.
Oh, jeez. Well, who's going to
Me
be
and my
there?
wife, a doctor maybe, I would assume, and then
Doctor, maybe.
and then the nurses,
That would be a bonus, yes.
the nurse practitioners.
Oh, jeez. Maybe we should practitioner saying practitioner. Okay, anyhow, that sounds pretty standard there, kid.
I would think so.
Yes.
So-
No Marge?
Yeah, no Marge.
Not in the delivery room.
Not in the delivery room.
Oh, well.
Marge passing out.
Passing gas?
Passing gas. Can't have that. Steven, the doctor, a couple of really hot nurses, and Amy.
Sure.
That's
Okay.
the way it's done.
That's how we do it.
It's a very good chance, Steven, after an hour or so of pushing, she may be wheeled into a C-section room. They seem to do that more than ever before, Steven. They don't seem to want to try that hard anymore. It's not coming out. Let's cut her open.
Is there more money in that, maybe?
He thinks everything's a big racket, doesn't he? I don't know.
That's probably true.
Yes, it is.
I don't know. I didn't look at the bill. I just paid it.
It is.
With more money to get a C-section, Terry?
Yes.
So you're going to argue, Stephen? No. Hey, we got 3 more hours to try here.
You stay here and push.
Don't you try to swindle me. Well, a foot's hanging out.
I don't picture myself doing that. no.
Okay, well then why even questioning?
You said there are more C-sections now for some
Well.
reason more than ever. And I said, well, the reason is probably more expensive.
I don't know if that's the reason, but hey, if you want to try to build up some kind of case against all the doctors of the world, then go for it.
Have you guys talked about whether or not what would happen if she had a C-section? Is she okay with that? Because some women, I was kind of freaked out, but
I think you could be okay
It's
with
like
it.
standard these days, Terry. They,
Well, mine
they
was an
cut you
emergent-
open, wah. There you go.
how does it go again?
Have a nice rest of your day.
They will, yeah, they cut you open, wah. There you go.
Sorry, your bikini days are over.
Well, they make it so they actually have that in mind now when they slice you open.
That
Okay,
is
your
true.
bikini will go right up to
Yeah,
here.
they
Okay,
don't do it from your navel on down.
Right, they don't
anymore.
cut you from your neck anymore.
Yeah, they don't.
They did to my mom.
Yeah.
So I'm telling you, because they become more standard, they obviously become more adept at it, and it's routine procedures. And they make a hell of a lot more money on it.
I don't remember any of it. It was-
All right, you can give me and my wife a C-section, but we're paying for a regular delivery. I got a coupon. I mean, it almost sounds like you're ready to go to war with these people, Stephen. And this is not the
Didn't
time
sound
or
like
place.
that at all, actually,
All
but-
right. Don't get in your head about the costs.
I wasn't.
It's all about the beauties of nature.
Yes, it is.
I don't know what the reasons are for there being more C-sections these days. I haven't really thought about it. But that was very Jimmy-ish of you. Anyhow.
That is a new term.
Well, there are things that I'm Jimmy-ish about. I don't think that's it. I don't think that's
And why was that first to your mind?
because you asked why there are more, and I think
I
that's
didn't
probably
ask why there are more. I just
made a
stated there are
statement.
more.
Oh.
I didn't say, hey, why are there more? And you're looking for an answer and you chimed in. I just said there are more C-sections
I
these
think it
days
would
than
be
ever
more-
before.
it
End of story.
Okay, I thought we commented and we talked back and forth, but I didn't realize it was
No.
just dogmatic statements, and then we just let you talk the whole time.
No, then it would be called the T-Man and Steven Show. That's not the case.
Right. No, believe me, I know that.
Okay. I was just making a statement. We're supposed to just move on, and now look where we are.
Okay. I think it would be Jimmy-ish if I said, well, I don't want a C-section because I know they cost more. That would be Jimmy-ish.
But you almost applied that. But anyhow, let's move forward, Terry. So Matt Damon's been asked, but then refused to be in the room with.
It was not that he
it was
necessarily
bantered about. It was talked about.
It was talked about. It was like Ben saying, "Hey, I'd like my mom and Matt to be in there, and Matt can hold the camera while I can be up at helping you and coaching you and all that stuff."
And amongst many, that's the gayest thought Ben Affleck has ever had, Terry.
I'm sure.
That's all I'm going to say on that. And I don't need a comment from Stephen to follow up.
All right.
So he's clear on that.
Okay.
Now, speaking of as gay as it gets, Terry.
Yes.
Have you noticed we've gotten a couple of text pages, not many to be honest, but a couple over the past few days. That gay phone operator on his website has a tombstone.
What?
And he's crying out for attention. Now, I don't know why he's doing that, Terry, when he knows the phone line that he has is a hotline number. He can call in whenever he wants.
Right.
What does he want me to do? What does he want us to do? What? Is that necessary to put a tombstone on your
well, it's not necessary
on the front page of your website that no one goes to anyway, and it says can anyone hear that I'm screaming for help? What did it say?
How long
Can't
has
you
he been,
hear me screaming?
Yeah, but
Stephen goes every day, he knows.
But how long has he been screaming? He's
been screaming for too long. That's the problem, Terry.
Yeah.
No one hears it anymore.
Right, because
that's your point.
The whole cry wolf thing
and my situation is very clear. The phone line's open now.
Right.
It was open yesterday. It'll be open all day today. It's always open, Terry. He always has a line to get through on.
Right.
If he wants to talk, he can call us.
Right.
I always take his call, don't I?
Yes, you
More
do.
than I should. More than I know a lot of people wish I did. So if he feels the need to talk about something, call us up.
Right.
That's all he would have to do. Dial the number.
Dial a number.
Wow, that's it?
But I think he wants us to call him.
Of course he does.
But what? Why? Why all of a sudden now is he in?
Because by us going ahead and calling him, then it shows that we still care. And,
But what happened to trigger this one? What went on here?
The bodybuilder dude, probably.
Oh yeah.
Remember?
That guy was supposed to come in town this past weekend and have a little whatever
meetup session.
Homo hijinks.
little homo hijinks with gay and then he actually came in town but never called gay.
But never called him.
Guy was coming in from out of town.
Right.
They were chatting online for a long time. Mm-hmm. Gay thought he was coming in to spend time with him,
right.
And then he never calls him while he's here.
Right.
Which obviously leads you to believe there was other people he was simultaneously chatting with during the time he was telling Gay how much he loved his big round ass.
Wow.
It's a real big round ass, Terry. I want to know the dimensions.
Actually, too bad he didn't get together with a bodybuilder. Maybe guy could have worked him out.
Well, I think I even predicted on Friday when Gay told us about these homo hijinks that were about to happen over the weekend. I said, this is only going to lead you to fall into a deep depression.
Right. And look where we are.
I didn't know it'd be to these depths.
I mean.
That he'd been putting a tombstone up on his stupid website.
You sure it wasn't a tombstone pizza?
What's
that would have been something that would have been very normal and we wouldn't have even noticed. Right. But this one is obviously him going beyond the regular call to action for him trying to get attention.
And the thing is that if you go ahead and decide, okay, I'm going to go ahead and call him, he won't answer.
Right.
He won't answer.
It's very typical, Tim.
Right.
You know the playbook step by step.
Mm-hmm.
He needs to put a die date on his tombstone. Then maybe he'd worry.
Steven.
Jeez. A die date. I will die on this day.
Mm-hmm.
And then set up the cams.
Oh, jeez. Well, if he has at least a gravedigger dig in front of the tombstone, Terry.
Something.
That would be something that would probably get our attention enough that we'd have to make a call to him.
Yeah, but
Big
again...
I mean, I can understand if he was trying to get through to us and he couldn't, then we'd have to call him.
No, but again...
But he's got the hotline number.
No, I know, but still, even though he does want us to call, he's not going to answer the phone.
It's not like I told him...
the stupid song that's new.
It's not like one of these time periods where I said, you're not allowed to call.
I know.
He can call whenever he wants.
He's not on ban, I don't think.
He's not on ban?
No. He's just unemployed.
Unbelievable. That's right, he lost his job, too.
Yeah. So not only...
So he lost his job, he lost his dignity pretty much when this bodybuilder came into town and didn't call him.
Right.
And now he's looking for us to call him to soothe.
Well, you know.
Hey, how you doing, buddy?
What am I, a homo soother now? Is that my call to action here?
T-Man, the homo
Yeah, I don't like that on my business card, Jerry. Thanks a lot. So my position on this, is that he is more than welcome If he wants to shed a tear and have us listen and be some kind of therapeutic aid to him, his phone line, the hotline, if you will, Terry, is as wide open as it gets.
But I bet...
Kind of like other things on his person.
But you know what? I bet we could do the Mighty T-Man art players and do the whole, play as...
Of how the conversation would go. Of course.
Absolutely.
You've already given us an idea of...
You don't really care.
All right. So there it is.
Oh, good. We've talked to Gay already.
Yes.
Thanks for coming on.
Yeah.
Have a great gay day.
Oh, jeez. So that's fair, right?
Sure.
Okay, there it is.
Yes.
End of discussion.
Okay.
Unless he calls, Terry.
All right.
That's all it needs to be talked about. Okay.
So no interest in hearing what song he's playing to depress...
The world even more?
Yeah.
No, I've heard all the depressing songs of the world, Terry. Unless he wrote his own, not very interesting.
The T-Man.
They've got one of TV's top shows, and now the housewives may have a new friend.
Oh, jeez.
Is Courtney Cox moving to Wisteria Lane as a guest star?
No.
Courtney's people tell Extra, as juicy as this rumor is,
Right.
it's not true.
Well, I would hope not, Terry. Why do you need Courtney Cox on Desperate Housewives? First of all, she's not hot enough.
Okay.
All right? Never was.
All right.
Second of all, they don't need any help on Wisteria Lane, Terry.
Right, that's true.
Show's doing fine. Why do you mess with something that doesn't need any work? Why do you have to overthink everything, everyone out there? Why? Why is that the kind of world we're living in? The show is doing just great. 27 people watched the premiere. And we need to do more work to the show. Right. Speaking of Courtney Cox. Courtney Cox will run it!
Well,
man.
Maybe they're just hoping to get David Arquette. Maybe he'll come to the set.
They're all doing fine. Why are they worried about it?
They're always, trying to make things better. So I think,
that's the problem.
Yeah.
Maybe
make things better that are just fine.
Maybe they just don't want their viewers to get, bored.
Well, when the ratings start to plateau, Terry.
Yes.
Then maybe they can start worrying about it. But it's still on the incline. And when the day comes, Courtney Cox will be there to bail him out.
Right.
She should go on Joey then, right now.
Courtney Cox.
Yeah.
I don't get it. But anyway, speaking of stuff I don't get, Marie!
Yes.
How are you?
Oh. I'm good.
Live from Jacksonville, Florida, it is the great Marie.
Woo-hoo. Oh.
Now, I'm glad you're on the line.
What an introduction.
Marie, it's important I tell her this, Terry.
Yeah.
There seems to be something happening that is not gone beyond me noticing, Terry. And it is a little bit alarming / concerning. And it's something I would like Marie to be aware of. There seems to be, and it all started with Hot Fudge Scott, Terry. It all started there. There seems to be a little bit of a cult following as far as her pictures are concerned. Her topless pictures that you put online, Terry, on Adult Friend Finder.
Right.
I don't know why there should be this overwhelming, what was that? Yearly fire drill?
Yeah, I think so.
What?
Overwhelming amount. I don't mind us. There was just a little bit of squeak there, part of me. There seems to be an overwhelming amount of intrigue, Terry.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of listeners are writing in. They're emailing in. Asking if we could forward them Marie's topless pictures. And when we do, they seem to be rather impressed, and they're passing them on.
Really?
Yes.
You actually forwarded them. Oh, my God.
And when I had Hot Fudge Scott, Terry, for week after week, remind me that I hadn't sent him the topless pictures of Marie that you put on Adult Friend Finder that got her laid, Terry.
Yes.
He constantly, I wouldn't say hounded me, Terry, but in a sense did, because he never let it go that I hadn't sent it to him. And then when I did, just this past week, he sends me back an email and then echoes the same sentiments the next day in the studio by mentioning how pleasantly surprised he was by these photos.
And then the floodgates
Those are the oldest boobs I've ever seen.
And Terry, we are talking about a 60-something-year-old woman who put her topless pictures on an internet website.
Yes.
I mean, just think of the guts that took to begin with. And now the fact that it has rewarded her with great reward, Terry. She is not only getting laid by younger guys in fashions that she never thought possible.
Yeah.
She's not only being brought the ruckus to the nth degree, but she has men around this area wanting, needing, asking, requesting, hounding for these pictures. Where am I living?
Must make her feel good, though.
Yeah, it must.
I hate to make Marie feel good.
Oh.
I mean, I have no interest in making Marie feel good, to be honest. But I cannot lie.
I know.
I cannot lie to the woman and not tell her what the reality is of this situation. It's concerning to me, Terry. It's troubling, but it's also the truth.
Yeah, amazing.
Marie, do you have any explanation for this?
Explanation for what?
Oh, geez. What I just talked about for the past 20 minutes?
Me to feel good?
No. Do you have any explanation as to why all these men that are aging, the range of age, Terry, is like 20 to 31?
Wow.
Why
really?
all these men would want pictures? That's the fact that they're all from... These pictures she put on the internet, Terry, I just want to make sure you're aware so you can get a little bit of a visual, are from the neck down. Now, you don't see the blue wig.
Right.
You don't see... I don't know what...
No, I remember her talking
Well,
about
I don't know which one of her wigs she was wearing that day,
Right.
but apparently...
Stop it with the wig.
Men from 20 to 31 see these pictures obviously as good as any 20-something-year-old woman that could be thrown up on the internet.
Wow.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hell yeah! Can I get a hell yeah?
Hell yeah.
Well, you don't understand what I had to deal with when I got all the responses myself.
You had to wade through a lot of other
I
pictures.
like it. I like the attention.
So I guess what I'm saying is, in short, Marie, to summarize here, I'm congratulating you on having a breastal situation that is very much competing with the 23-year-old girls of the world.
Well, I'll tell you, I was always happy with my breasts.
Oh,
It always looked good.
There's never been a day, Terry, where she woke up disappointed at looking at her own breasts.
So now they're pretty. They're not like saggy or anything. They're pretty.
You haven't seen the pictures, Terry?
No.
Terry's like the only one who hasn't requested these pictures.
Well.
Terry, now you're obviously going to request these pictures. Terry, honestly, I have to be one to admit that it didn't like do anything for me.
Right.
But I had certainly acknowledged that her breasts do resemble a woman who's
pretty young,
under 40.
Okay, so they're
under
still pretty,
35.
They're
not
shape.
They're not saggy.
Oh wow.
They're very milky and they have very sizable nipples.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
So
God.
Marie, how did you keep your breasts in shape?
Oh jeez.
Well, you have to take care of yourself. You have to put oils on.
Oils.
No, but this oil, seriously, it's made by Clarence, and it's the best thing on earth.
Oh jeez. Well, maybe you should be the
Not even
spokeswoman.
expensive.
Yes.
I've been using non-stick spray, and it doesn't work the
It
same.
prevents stretch marks and everything.
Maybe you should be the spokeswoman, and we should use that picture where you're actually holding your breasts. There's one picture, Terry, where she's actually
holding them.
She's holding them to accentuate the situation there.
Cradling her breasts.
And you got how many responses online? Thousands?
Oh my God, like 5,000 something.
5,000 something.
Oh my God.
Terry, I don't think ours has reached. I don't think ours has reached 1,000 yet. But I'm pretty amazed that hundreds of listeners have requested the Marie pictures.
Oh my gosh.
And some of the emails say things like, I have a friend who has a friend who has a friend who saw them, but we don't have them ourselves. Can you send them to us? Like, people are excited to see these 79-year-old breasts.
Are people using the picture as wallpaper on their computer?
I would, yes, be very shocked if people had them as wallpaper, Terry, but it was not something I would bet against at this point.
Okay.
It would be the saddest state of affairs.
But still a compliment to Marie.
Mm-hmm. Now, Marie.
Thank you.
What's the latest with your social life? You've been waiting for this guy who you explained to us in your prior calls, gave you the best sex of your life to come home. Has he called?
Oh, yeah. We kept in touch by emails. He would call me from the ship.
Okay.
And this is a guy
she met through
the other day.
this adult friend finder, Terry.
Right.
Who brought her the ruckus better than she ever thought it could be brought.
Oh, damn, he was so sexy.
He was so sexy.
Easy, girl.
So
Oh,
sexy.
my God. Guys, unbelievable.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So,
I'm scared of her
I
now.
have the air conditioning going on here.
yes. When is he due to arrive back in Jacksonville to give you your second
He
session?
just arrived, and we were supposed to meet last night,
Oh,
but I
geez.
worked till very late, so I'm meeting him tonight.
Really? So wait a minute. So you called it off? You stood him up last night and made him wait an extra 24 hours?
No, because
Good. 103-year-old woman moved, Terry.
She's savvy.
Mm-hmm. She's read all the books, Terry.
Yeah.
About the rules. I just watched a movie about rules.
Did you really?
I don't really care about rules.
Did you really have to work late last night, Marie, or is this just a
I really
blue-haired strategy? What do you actually have to do to work? What's so important? What business would go under if you didn't work late last night?
No, it was cool because he needed a rest too. He just arrived in Jacksonville. He needs to,
to rest
up on his sleep. Because I don't want a guy to come and meet me for an hour and then go back to sleep.
You see that? Marie didn't have to work late last night. No. Marie wanted the combination of having him fully rested and making him wait for her. Making him wait for those succulent breasts.
Whoa. Yeah.
So why don't you admit to us? We're not going to tell him. Why don't you admit to us that you didn't have to work late last night?
Yeah, I did.
You just wanted him to wait for the greatness that is the blue-haired Marie.
Game plan.
No, I did work late.
It was a game plan.
No, I don't play games.
What? You're right. What were you working at so late last night? What were you doing?
No, I work at the store,
At the store, right.
I used to work at Nordstrom,
Where this guy comes in and buys this thing. Okay, whatever. So obviously it was a strategy. And, hey, no one's going to knock you for your little strategies. They obviously are paying off for you. And tonight, she is going to get a big Jacksonville,
She's going to Febreze the wig and be out the door.
I'll go with the wig, you guys.
Where is the meeting place tonight?
Are we going to go to his dinner and then maybe...
Well, he's going to feed her.
He's already had sex with her.
He's already gotten you. Why does he need to take you to dinner?
Because
everybody has to take her to dinner first.
Marie requires dinner if you're going to get at those breasts.
Yeah, I mean, that was established even here.
A
little wide, Terry.
Oh,
Kind of loosen up those boobies.
Make her little kinkiness come out.
Yes,
listen,
Marie
did
the
you
Manchester.
expect me to just meet with the guy and have sex in the car or something? First of all, sex in the car is way overrated.
Took her 73 years to figure that out. Okay.
Way overrated. I need time, just...
What if he said, though, I don't have any time to go to any hotel, I don't have time to go to your place, my place, it's either sex in the car right now or no sex. What's your answer going to be tonight?
No sex.
No sex?
Yeah, right. No,
you're lying.
No sex.
No, she's going to take sex.
Oh, and by the way, I got to go back up. She said she would take sex?
She would take sex.
Oh, you said...
Of course.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So sex in the car may be overrated.
But she'll take it.
But those days aren't over.
But it's better than no sex.
Especially with this guy.
Especially with this.
Can you imagine Marie's ankle and high heel hanging out the window, Terry?
No.
She's
Can you imagine the police officer coming up on that?
Oh, geez. Expecting to find two teenagers and finding 92-year-old Marie with the blue hair on the floor of the car.
Yeah, he's got an
Ma'am, does the home know you're gone? We got to get her back to the home.
Asking for ID for the guy, making sure he's not underage.
Ma'am, shouldn't you be strapped to an IV? What's going on here? Marie, where is he taking you for dinner? What kind of food is he throwing down your throat there?
Italian.
Mm-hmm. And what kind of Italian food is your favorite? What do you expect to order? I want to get a full visual of how this evening's going to go.
You want the whole menu?
Well, I just want to know what you think you're going to order tonight.
Oh, I'm going to order the thing I love.
Stuffed ravioli?
Oh, big manicotti.
Ravioli.
Mm-hmm.
You were right.
With Alfredo sauce. And they put extra mushroom in it and peas.
And a little spicy rigatoni.
Right. And unlimited salad and breadsticks.
Oh, jeez.
No.
Thank you for coming to the Olive Garden.
I don't need breadsticks. Come on now. I have to keep
That's
it
got a
safe.
big number 2 written all over it. I'll take a pass. I prefer to go on dates on an empty stomach.
Oh, and it's not, by the way...
Did you imagine Marie coming out of the bathroom with a little toilet paper on her high heel going, okay, I'm ready.
Right, it's really hot.
After 25 minutes.
Okay, Marie.
Oh, my God.
Marie.
We have the sports page.
Yes.
So you have your Italian dinner.
Yeah.
And then he puts a little red wine in your system, right?
And then what?
Your little red wine's getting in your system, right?
Uh-huh.
All right. And then where do you go? Where do you expect to go? I want to see what your visual is for tonight.
Maybe probably to his house.
His house.
So you actually know where he lives?
Or maybe... No, I already been there.
You've been there, yes.
Yeah.
All right. Is it a nice place? Does it meet your standards or no?
Yeah, it's a house.
It's a
little
house.
house.
Nothing doesn't sound like it's too special, but it works.
Right.
Single guy, right?
Single guy.
It's a mountain on the water.
He's not overly disgusting.
Right.
Like in the military, not loaded.
She looked for rodents, didn't find any, and met her standards. Okay. And then he's going to throw you on his bed or over his couch or what?
Probably on his bed.
On his bed?
Yeah.
Is he going to rip your clothes off? Are you going to take them off yourself? Is he going to take them off for you? How's that going to work?
Yeah, do you do a little strip tease or pole dance there?
Oh, jeez. Well, Terry, don't make fun of her race.
It all sounds tempting. I'll just go with Paul.
Polish Marie does not.
How many Maries does it take to take off a shirt?
Oh, geez. Marie, I'm asking a question. Do you expect to be taking off your own clothes tonight, him ripping them off your body, or is he going to kind of seductively disrobe you?
Well, listen, he cannot rip my clothes off because they're too expensive.
Oh, of course. She wears only the finest,
That's
Terry.
right.
All right, so you're not going to allow him to tear any of your clothing, even though that would be kind of hot.
No tearing. It would be. I agree.
Okay.
Yeah, if I wear like a cheap tank top one day.
She only allows the ripping of cheap tank tops, Terry.
That's right.
Or her Hulk Hogan shirt.
Oh, maybe.
Because she's weighed out the hotness against the price of fine clothes, and the price of fine clothes wins out.
Right.
Okay. So you're gonna pretty much gonna take off your own clothes while undressing him with your eyes. Is that how it's gonna work?
No, he will probably do it.
He'll do it. He'll unbutton the big
he'll
blouse.
The big blouse.
He'll unclasp the big out of style bra.
Whoa!
Take off the girdle.
Actually, let me correct you.
All right, that's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for you to tell me.
No correction.
Roll the stockings down.
No correction.
I'm waiting for you.
No oversized bras.
Okay.
I wear tank tops that not require wearing a bra.
Really? You don't wear a bra?
No.
Okay, so I'm waiting for you to tell me how this evening's going to go. What's going to happen once you get in that house? Jeez.
Oh my God!
Now this giggling doesn't happen to you. Look at his thingy. What happens, Marie? All right, I'll tell you what. Instead of giving us a preview, why don't you give us a post-game show tomorrow? Will you call us tomorrow and let us know how you're feeling?
I will call you tomorrow. Yes.
Now, what if he doesn't show up, Terry? We've had that happen. Is there any possibility of that, Marie?
Well, you never know, but I'll tell you either way.
Because I'll tell you right now, there's another dysfunctional family, old school member on the hotline here who was all excited about his festivities that he was all getting worked up for, and his date never showed.
Oh.
Do you want to know who that is, Marie?
Sure.
Good morning.
Oh my gosh.
What?
This is what happens when you slip deep into a funk, Terry.
I guess so.
No, I'm sick. That's why I haven't called
You
in.
sound like you're on death's door.
Tombstone.
Cellulitis officially closing up the throat.
I love that.
Marie.
Oh, who is this?
She doesn't even know who it is.
Good morning, Marie.
Hi, how you doing, sweetie?
I'm doing okay. How are you?
Do you know who it is, Marie?
Good. Is it gay?
It is.
Yeah, I love gay.
She loves gay, Terry. Make sure you tell that to your little friend tonight. Terry.
Yeah, right.
I'll really turn him on.
Yes, what?
Okay. Gay,
Why?
you sit tight. We'll get you eventually.
Okay.
All right, there he is.
He should come and visit me here.
Marie, you have a great Polish Marie sex night.
Okay.
All right?
I will
You're
try.
You're going to get it good tonight, baby.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Oh, yeah, right. Terry, she's going to be screaming louder than she's ever screamed in her life.
Wow.
Are you a screamer, Marie?
Yeah.
You are. She's a screamer, Terry.
She's not even a moaner. She just screams.
Is there going to be any?
You know all the details about me now.
Is there going to be any protection used tonight, or are you pretty much past that point in your world?
No, always.
Always protection.
Always.
Just polygrip. But you couldn't catch anything past 60.
Wow. Well, apparently she doesn't believe in that philosophy.
Right.
Polish Marie gets the big Polish sausage later on this evening.
The T-Man.
Money on me and spending time on me.
That's ridiculous. Anyhow.
I agree.
My gosh, how difficult should this be? Terry, there's a woman on one of these phone lines who got very angry at the thought of us praising Marie's breasts in the last segment to such an unbelievable degree that she has quickly mobilized herself to her computer, where she took a topless picture of herself.
Wow.
And she sent them over to us, and she said, "You want to see good breasts? Take a look at this."
Yeah.
Really?
How old is this girl on the line there, Pasty?
I think she said she was 23.
Ask her what her freaking name is. And get it right.
Let's just keep pissing off the girls.
This is not what I need this morning, Terry. I don't need to be flooded with women taking pictures of their breasts, sending them in.
Right.
I got things. I got haunted house tickets giveaway.
Yes.
All right. Mm-hmm. Man. Pasty, what's that now?
She was 23.
23. And her name?
Lowly.
Lowly?
Lowly.
Well, that kind of matches the picture I'm looking at here.
Really?
They're a lowly set of breasts there.
Wow.
All right. This only adds fuel to the fire of this craze, this frenzy, this unbelievable hankering for Marie's. How old is she really? She's really about 62?
I'm not sure.
54? Something like that?
Marie?
Yes. I don't know. I don't even want to know how old she is, Terry. But I explained in the last segment how there seems to be not just a small faction of the listening audience, but a nice size. I'm not going to say it's like some big, absolute, outright craze. It's not reached that status yet.
Right.
But it's more than I would like to believe are actually emailing me. Hundreds of people of the male persuasion, Terry, have emailed me wanting, for some curious reason, Marie's picture forwarded to them.
Wow.
And there are multiple pictures of Marie that she put on that adult friend finder site that has her to the point now where she's going to be, she describes, sexed up again by a Jacksonville resident. Yet again, Terry.
Yeah.
Who has to take her to dinner first. Imagine that poor bastard's luck. Imagine having to sit across the table from Marie for like, what, an hour and a half, just making conversation?
Sure.
Nightmare.
Just trying to get sex?
That he's already had.
That he's already had?
Okay.
That's so stupid.
Man. Smelling that perfume all over the room, your eyes watering. Do you need that?
Well, apparently you do, because he's going to do it.
Well, if I say the right things, I can sleep with her.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
So what kind of music do you like? Oh, I don't know. Give me some choices. Is that what you need? Is that what kind of life you're living, Terry? So how was it on the ship? Okay, now back to me. Do you need that?
No, not really.
All right, let me talk to Lowly, figure out what she's doing. Lowly!
Yes.
Lowly!
Yes.
I'm looking at this very interesting close-up of your 23-year-old breasts. And as I said, this only adds fuel to the fire of the craze that is beginning to form for Marie's breast, Terry. Because if I had a breast off between Marie and this girl who believes her breasts are really so outrageous that she had to send them to us that quickly,
yes,
this girl's losing.
Really?
Terry, these look like a pair of tired eyes to me.
Whoa. Tired eyes.
They look like my eyes after a 24-hour straight session of playing poker.
Never heard breasts described as tired eyes.
Lowly.
Yes.
Do you believe your breasts are really that great?
No. Not per se. I think that they're acceptable.
Then why did you send them to us so quick after we had just had a chat with Marie? Like you had to have us see yours.
Well, because Marie, she's an older lady.
Yeah, but
and she should get kudos for her boobs if they're nice.
So you just wanted to send us an example of 23-year-old breasts that look
aren't?
like they're 70 years old?
It's a good point of comparison. I have had one kid.
I mean,
so.
Terry, looking at the rest of her body,
yes,
she does look like she's got a good 23-year-old thing happening here. She's got a nice-looking neck.
Okay.
She's got interesting shoulders. But her breasts, one's hanging a foot lower than the other.
Yeah. You can't say that because,
maybe not
it's the angle.
Maybe not a foot.
The angle.
She recognizes it.
She's got
even
these
have excuses.
goosebump
It's
nipples.
hard to get a cell phone shot quickly.
I mean, gay phone operators' boobs look better than this.
But keep the pictures.
Well, you can definitely use that as a point of comparison to help Maria.
You're obviously not overweight. You're very in shape, right? What do you weigh?
About 128.
128. And how tall are you?
I'm 5'3".
5'3", 128?
Mm-hmm.
And these are natural breasts, right? Obviously.
Yeah, they're real.
And they're a decent size, Terry, for being natural breasts, especially in this day and age.
Okay.
However, I mean, just looking tired.
Wow.
Well, they are tired, man. I had a kid. Once you got something hanging off your tit for over many years.
Well, but Marie's had children, too.
But then I ask you, it's not like we found you. You sent these to us. What was your point?
It was a random move, man.
Wait, what's this? This is her MySpace picture?
I think it is, yes.
You're not bad looking, actually. This is the first time I'm seeing your face.
Yeah, that's
I'm liking your face. I like your face. Good face.
Thank you.
Face doesn't look nearly as tired as the breast there.
What can we do to perk up the breast?
Well, I love MySpace.
Yeah, what can you do to perk up my breast?
I'm totally into MySpace.
Are you?
Terry. Oh, yeah.
Do you have a MySpace account?
No.
Oh, you just go.
Yeah, I just look at everyone else.
Oh.
That's right. How you do it?
If I had a page, I'd be contacting you.
Mm-hmm. You can put my tired breasts up on a MySpace, Terry.
You should make a page.
Yeah, we'll make a page. One of these days. Yeah, you're pretty cute.
Thank you.
Yeah. You may need to get your breasts done, though.
Yeah, I probably should. I would like to.
At 23?
If we were having T-Man's boot camp, I'd enter you right now.
Oh,
Be
man.
one of those slam dunk deals. But we've done that too many times.
Yeah,
We're doing something else.
done it a lot.
We have a big
At
announcement. A big announcement to make over the next couple of days, Terry.
Wow.
Yeah. As soon as I figure out what that is, I'll let you know.
All righty.
But it's going to be, well, let me tell you, I already know what's in store at the end of the rainbow of this whole announcement. And it's huge. And it's probably a lot more, much more needed these days.
Okay.
Much more desired these days than breast augmentation. Which everyone who needs breast augmentation has pretty much gotten it by now. That's my
I
feeling
would
on
say
it.
yes.
All right? And if you haven't, well, you just missed the ballgame.
Right.
All right? And that's that. I'm not going to help you at this point. It's 2005.
Yeah.
In 1999, I helped you. But 2005, you're on your own.
Yeah. You can do it.
Yes.
All right, well, let me go to the Christmas party then, and we'll leave it at that.
Oh, jeez.
Ooh, Christmas party.
Terry, the look of this face, she would...
Was she a Christmas party invite?
She would look good at the Christmas party as long as she wore a double sweater or something heavy knit. To cover those tired breasts,
Well,
Terry.
she could always, do the Victoria's Secret water bra, push-up bra thing, right?
I don't know if I need a pair of tired breasts at the Christmas party. Like these.
They're happy, tired breasts.
They're not that happy. Where's the happiness?
Where's
I'm
that?
seeing a couple of breasts in all out full tears here.
Wow.
They're not that bad.
If you say so.
Well, if they're comparing them to Marie and Marie's breasts are winning, then I would say, yeah, they are.
Marie, who has to wear a wig to have some hair on her head. Marie, who is well past her prime. And she is burying you in the breast department, and you're going to be happy to walk about the day knowing that fact?
I'll survive.
Oh, wait a minute. I forgot, Terry. She caught these breasts in this picture at a bad angle.
That's right.
A bad angle, Terry.
The lighting.
Yeah.
I definitely like your face.
That's not a bad angle?
Or maybe this is too good an angle. This is actually an interesting angle. It's like from overhead. It's like one of those ceiling shots down on her bed. Mm-hmm. Is this your bed or a chair?
It's a Papa's on chair.
Mm-hmm. Well, Papa's on for me. Oh, just. All right. I don't even know what that means. Wow. I want to see a second shot.
Okay, well, if you click on more pics on MySpace, there are more pictures.
Well, it's hard to do that on a printout. But anyhow. I appreciate you sending us the picture and giving us an example of a 23-year-old in a lot of trouble. Okay.
Well, like she said, she wants you to use that as a point of reference for the 23-year-old.
That's not why she originally sent them, Terry.
No,
she originally sent them because she thought they were better than they are.
Right.
I sent them so I could go to the Christmas party.
And now she's been told the real deal.
Right.
But I'll tell you what, her face does compensate.
Oh, well, that's
her face makes up for a lot. A good face will make up for a lot, Terry.
All right.
I mean, I've always...
So you can forego the saggy and the tired breast because she has a nice-looking face and move on.
I've always admired a good-looking face, Terry.
Yeah, it works
Yeah,
good.
I think I take big boobs and an ugly face.
Really?
Yeah, if I had to choose. I don't know. I just think I have.
Right.
Not sure if I prefer it. Yeah. I found myself doing that.
So there'll be more pictures. Loli, there's more pictures of your face on your MySpace, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to find out what you're all about here, baby.
We're going to go see her space.
Because the jury is still out. And then maybe I'll actually, yes.
Oh.
For the real deal, visit your space.
Oh, wow.
I can't do that anymore. Wait a minute. It is 2005, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Loli. Thanks for the call. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. As far as the Christmas party, we'll let you know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, bye.
All right, bye.
Don't call us.
Yeah. Oh, with a face like this, you can call us. Good. Pasty. Pasty and Vinny the Pooh, by the way, who got out of his chair to go over to the computer to look at the rest of her pictures on her space.
Right.
I actually needed his login. He had a login for more pictures.
I bet you did. Anyhow, Do you want to confirm to us whether this picture of her face is accurate as far as it looking as good as it really is, or what?
As soon as I can see some more here. I'm trying to see him still.
He's getting there.
You know, I hate waiting.
I understand.
Yeah. You know me for a little while now, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you know I'm not a good waiter?
Right.
Okay.
No patience.
Or a good busboy?
Here we go.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Pasty found a space.
Yeah.
Here they are, dude.
What do we got, Pasty?
Looking pretty good. If only she was a man.
Oh,
jeez.
Wow.
Anything else, Pasty?
The only other pic on here is very similar to the one that she has already shown us. The rest, there's a bunch of kids on here.
Bunch of kids?
She is in some sunglasses, but you can't really tell what she looks like.
So she's always figuring out a way.
I'm going to print them all out here.
Oh, okay.
Oh, super.
She's always figuring out a way to catch herself at the right angles, Terry.
With the exception of
the boobs, which are caught at the wrong angle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was early. She's fumbling around with the phone, you know.
Well, this is a cell phone picture she took of herself?
Yeah, she said that.
Oh, really?
She said it was hard to take a picture with a cell phone.
I love during the show when women take cell phone pictures of their breasts and then send them in, Terry. Ever mentioned that?
Well, you just did.
Yes. All right, the haunted house
Oh, yeah.
is opening tomorrow, Terry.
Exciting.
We are going for a walkthrough before it opens, just so I can be sure whether this thing needs to be shut down before it opens, Terry. Because if it doesn't meet standards, I'm not going to let anyone go there and waste their money.
Right.
Now, in the past years, it has met standards. I just want to make sure we're not slacking. So me and Hot Fudge are going down at some point. We're going to walk through this damn thing. And if I'm not scared, like as scared as I was when I first looked at these breasts, Terry, well, then we're going to shut it down and have it made with some alterations made right there on the spot, Terry.
We'll open it later.
Some new construction.
Ooh.
We'll open it for November. Thanksgiving house.
Right.
Yeah. She's got a picture with Al Roker. Everyone has one picture with a celebrity they're so proud of.
Al Roker?
Well, it's a huge star, Terry.
So can you tell whether or not she's really hot?
Every picture is that weird...
Angle?
Distant angles, yes. Gets me a little leery about the situation.
So maybe a close-up is not good.
But still, even from these distant and weird angles, it'd be hard to hide if she was, like, bad-looking, and I'm not seeing that at all. I'm seeing a pretty good-looking face here, Terry.
Next to Al Roker, she should be beautiful, though.
I mean, call me crazy, Hotshot, but I like a good face.
I do, too.
But
not a deal breaker.
Okay. You're on the air.
Good morning, T-Man.
Yes.
Are we giving away some haunted house tickets this morning?
Well, I am. I don't know if you are in your house there, handing them out to the little neighbors.
Give them away my way.
And who's this?
This is Shauna.
Shauna.
Yeah, we spoke probably about a month or so ago.
Well, we had our last big giveaway or something?
Yeah, well, I had won tickets to the car show from you.
Okay, and what else have you won over the years on this fine radio station?
For Father's Day, I won a digital camera.
At least she's being honest, Terry.
Yes.
She's not, I've never won anything.
Right.
Go ahead.
No, I didn't say that.
No, I said, I appreciate your honesty for coming clean on all that you've won. What else have you won?
And then I hit a dry patch. I didn't hit nothing for about 2 years.
I'm sure you're familiar with that. Okay, and what other things over the years have you won before the dry patch?
Car show 2 years ago, the Snoop Dogg tickets, the car makeover.
The car makeover?
Yeah, that's what was at the car show 2 years ago.
All right, what else? What else, Shauna?
Through Cube, that's it.
Those are some nice prizes, though.
Ask me about Star.
Yeah.
What, a six computers?
Yeah, exactly.
26, probably.
Oh, and then the bike. I just got a bike.
Right. All right, well, Shauna, you are the first caller. You are looking for haunted house tickets. You do sound like you listen on somewhat of a regular basis as you flip between other stations with contests, I'm sure.
No, actually, though, I am trying to win a contest for my mom on the country station, but...
No, so am I. Okay. Shauna, you've won 4 passes to go to the Cube Haunted House.
Yeah! Woo!
All right.
All right.
There's a country station?
Sounds good to me, yes.
Yes, I love the music. And that qualifies you for a trip to Disneyland and some of the other scary haunted houses of the world.
I've been on the haunted house, but I haven't been there since they put that new Tower of Terror.
All right.
Oh, cool.
Well,
You're gonna have
there you go.
good chance.
That must have been before the dry patch, too, that you went, huh?
Well, yeah, I used to live in California.
Yes. Well, congratulations.
Thank you, T-Man.
All right, baby.
She used to win with Rick Dees all the time.
Oh, wow. Hang on the line.
Okay.
There it is.
Way to go, Shauna.
Mm-hmm.
Way to go. You won again.
Yeah.
Is this her daughter or something? Is that her daughter? Yeah, that's damn shame. Oh, just.
Oh.
No, she's a cute daughter, Terry.
Mm-hmm. Little baby, or?
She must have had her. She's about 6.
Oh.
9.
Okay.
15.
Whoa. Wow.
Age right before my very eyes, Terry. Hey.
She's looking good.
That obviously reveals certain characteristics about her that you wouldn't have been aware of if she didn't have her space out there for everyone to see.
I like her space.
Yes. Apparently some other guy did, too.
Make room for my space.
That's very exciting.
Oh, goodness.
Okay.
The T-Man.
It's 7:36 at Cube 93. Good morning. I'm Stephen Kilbreth. Time for your news update. The mood is upbeat in parts of New Orleans today. Business owners are returning with promises to rebuild the city. A long line of cars began snaking back in this morning. For some, it was the first view they've had of what was left after Hurricane Katrina. In local news this morning, striking Boeing machinists vote today on a contract offer that could end their month-long walkout. Results are expected this evening around 7:30, and the assembly workers could be making airplanes again by tomorrow morning. Senator Patty Murray says she's going to vote yes today because she believes John Roberts will act fairly. Fellow Democrat Senator Maria Cantwell says she opposes John Roberts as Chief Justice of the Supreme Court. The vote is taking place today. In sports, the Mariners lost last night to the Texas Rangers 7-3. Ichiro singled in the game. That gave him 197 hits. He needs just 3 over the final 4 games to reach 200 for a record 5th straight season. Rain today with highs in the 60s. That's your news update on Seattle's #1 hit music station, Cube 93.
And now back to the T-Man Show
on Cube 93.
Now, Terry, speaking of MySpace.
Yes.
Which is the most popular thing in the world, and actually somebody just informed me, and I pretty much knew this, that when I signed up for MySpace, which I probably shouldn't have done in the first place, I got my own page automatically, but I don't put any pictures on or anything. I'm not putting, like, my favorite music on there or anything. I don't need that. Maybe someday. Anyhow.
Not updating the blue dot.
It was also, yeah, that's all I need. It's just a whole bunch of pictures with a blue dot. It was also just brought to my attention that the dude who is the founder of MySpace, like the most brilliant guy in the world, he's like some 23-year-old dude, would you say? Tom? Yeah, Tom is now finally realizing the popularity. I'm sure he's realized it for some time, but he is now cashing in on it. Some would say that he's selling out to some degree because a news story was just printed out by Pacey Dave and handed to me that Tom is in the process of selling MySpace to Fox News.
Fox News?
What would they want with it?
Yeah, of all people.
Are you sure this isn't some bull crap story of the day?
Yeah.
For $580 million. Did I mention that?
Wow.
Which actually I think is him underscoring how much it's worth. MySpace is so popular right now that it should be a bill right there immediately on the dotted line.
580.
MySpace is huge, Terry.
No, I understand.
I'm shocked you don't have your own page with your little lingerie on.
No,
sure Darius does.
I'm sure he probably does.
O'Reilly probably wants the dirty pictures. That's why they bought it.
Wow, that is crazy.
Fox News is just obviously going to ruin MySpace.
Yeah,
so,
it's odd that they would buy it.
Do whatever you need to do on MySpace as quick as you can, because if this transaction goes through and it's real, and I don't see why it would be real, I don't see why Fox News needs to have MySpace in their possessions, Terry. Fox News is obviously just going to tear it to the ground.
Yeah.
They're gonna try to do too many commercial things and just ruin the whole idea of it. And Tom sold out like a schmuck. And well, you can't blame the guy for wanting $580 million.
Yeah, at 23.
Tom will create a new one called Newspace.
But that's the word.
Wow.
$580 million.
Nice.
For Tom with his little creation called MySpace. I'm gonna put some pictures on there today. I got some in mind.
Yeah.
And not this one that was also just handed to me. And this is our fault. I'm not blaming anyone else but us.
Okay.
And me, to be more specific, Terry. But gay phone operator is taking a picture of himself with his camera phone now. Geez. And well, it wasn't the first thought that came to my mind, but one of the thoughts that came to my mind is obviously the money that was on the line. The 15 then turned to $30,000 that I offered him to get down to 225 is not by any means in jeopardy, Terry. Looking at his topless picture here, Terry. And by the way, his boobs kind of angle the same way as the last girl who sent us her
Chloe's?
picture.
Wow.
But Gay would have to slice himself down the middle in order to get down to 225.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah, I understand. And I had faith in him.
What is he doing sending us a
too.
picture like this? Why do we need to see this? And look how angry his face looks. You know, Terry, I haven't updated even the T-Man, forget MySpace, even the TManShow.com for the past 6 months.
Right.
I'm almost tempted. No, I can't do that. After not touching the website for 6 months, I'm not going to all of a sudden start by putting Gay's topless picture on the front page. I was thinking of putting his picture up there and then, like, having the heading above it say, rate my boobs. And have people vote on it.
Well, post down between him and Marie, maybe.
Oh, wow, that'd be great.
He is officially at sumo status.
Yeah, no kidding. He's wearing the suit, it looks like.
Sumo
I mean, that's what sumo wrestlers look like.
What do you mean he's wearing the suit? You're looking at the same picture I'm looking at?
Remember the sumo we did, sumo suits that we
I see.
had at the
He's got one built on.
Yeah, he's got an automatic one.
I see. Mm-hmm. So you're looking at the picture too, Stephen, huh? He sent it to you?
I'm not looking at it anymore.
All right. Heaven forbid you should have been staring at it for more than a couple of seconds.
I briefly glanced.
Yeah, briefly.
Now, when he's on the hotline, I don't want to talk to him.
Oh, jeez.
We need to talk to him, Terry.
Sure. You said you always take his calls.
I did say that?
You did.
I didn't mean it, though.
Wow.
I say a lot of things I don't mean, Terry.
I understand that, but...
Give me a couple of stories, please.
All
I'm
right.
begging you.
How about this? An Army recruiter in Nevada.
It's shocking a bodybuilder wasn't interested in him, Terry. He didn't call him immediately when he came to town over the weekend.
Is now being accused of taking nude pictures of high school
Wait, start
girls.
over. I didn't hear any of this. What's this now?
A former Army recruiter.
A former Army recruiter.
Yes, the ones that go to the high schools and such.
I understand how it works.
He's being accused of taking nude pictures of high school girls who are interested in joining the military.
Wow.
He has been
well,
removed
maybe
from
he was
his
just sizing him up for the old gig there, Terry.
For the old gig? What do you got to size up?
You got to figure out whether they're Army material. And you got to have full, life-size pictures of them on your bedroom wall before you can make a true decision on that.
Right, Anyway, he was removed from his recruiting position, and he's been banned from high schools. Investigators are saying that they found digital pictures of a 17-year-old girl engaged in various sex acts. And
which in particular, Terry?
It doesn't give a description of.
That's no fun.
Well, sorry.
All right, so what you're telling me is an Army recruiter is pretty much has lost his job.
Well, so yes.
Because he was doing things that were out of bounds as far as what an Army recruiter is able to do.
Yes, I would say so.
You're not able to take nude pictures of 17-year-old girls.
Right.
Was that specifically spelled out to him when he accepted the job, Terry?
I think that's kind of, yeah.
Because if I was his lawyer, I could make a hell of a case on why this needed to be done, Terry, to make sure that the obvious important wars going on in our country are fought as effectively as possible.
Right.
I mean, the case wouldn't stick, but it would be a hell of a case.
You do a fine job, though, as his attorney. Should be kind of interesting to see what the Army does to him.
Mm-hmm.
The girl did tell the investigators that, it was consented.
Of course. Because when there's somebody taking pictures, there's someone on the other end willing to have the pictures of them taken, Terry.
Right.
So why is a 17-year-old girl getting this squeaky clean guy in trouble, Terry?
What, squeaky clean?
Why? Why did she make him take those pictures of her?
Yeah, underage.
All right, never mind.
Facing child pornography charges.
It's not a good case either.
You had me convinced.
You got any of the pictures? Oh,
no, I don't. Maybe on my page.
I wouldn't look at him, Terry, until she's 18.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And then I'd look at him once she's 18. Because the pictures age along with the person.
Sure.
We'll just call her private parts.
Oh, jeez. Okay. You have any other stories, Terry?
I do.
Or else I have to go to the phone line.
Oh, gosh.
You know I don't want to do that.
No, I know you don't. Do you want to hear one more?
Oh, please.
All right.
Yes.
In New York, a former nursing home worker has filed a $9 million lawsuit against Essex County.
Oh, you know this is going to get over with.
He's a gay phone operator. He's so gay. He's so phone operator. And now, here's Gay. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How you guys doing?
A gay?
Yeah.
Why do you got a picture of a tombstone up on your website?
Because I was upset.
Yeah.
Was?
Yeah, I was. I'm just realizing the guy was a jerk.
Would you say that's pretty extreme to put a picture of a tombstone? And what did the accompanying caption say there, How Fudge?
I'm screaming, can anybody hear, or something
Yeah,
like that?
no one hears you anymore, Gay.
I know.
Okay, so you might as well just stop looking for those kind of sympathy moments.
Okay.
All right, you've lost that privilege of being cared about when you're a little bit depressed, unfortunately, because you do it too often. Seriously.
You know what? I was upset. I overreacted. I understand.
Someone gets stood up on some stupid date, be it gay or not, and they're not going to start putting tombstones up for all the world to see, all right?
No, I just felt like I didn't exist. I mean, if
You don't
somebody didn't have the
exist.
courtesy to let me know what was going on, then, why even be here? Not that I wanted to be dead, but it was like I felt like...
All right, whatever. Nobody cares.
Yeah, fine.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't ever leave your apartment, you kind of don't exist.
I do leave my apartment. I leave my apartment all the time.
Well, now that you're not employed, what are you leaving your apartment for?
Lots of stuff.
Now that you lost your job, what is there to leave your apartment for? What stuff?
I go run errands during the
I
day.
thought he was about to say he goes running.
Oh, my gosh.
Okay, I didn't say I go running. I
What
said I run
errands do you have to do when you don't have a job?
If I have to go to the post office.
For what? You don't have a job. What are you mailing?
If I had to cash my own unemployment check.
Mm-hmm. So you're fully wired into the unemployment system already, is what you're saying.
Yeah, come on.
They don't have direct deposit for unemployment?
No, they don't do that.
They don't do that.
I wish they did.
Make
Make
you
it a lot
actually.
easier.
They make it hard as they can for you. You have to physically go to the bank and have the people behind the little teller window there see that you're getting checks from the government because you are in fact unemployed.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do they welcome you back? Do they say, "Hey, Chris, welcome back"?
We knew it was only a matter of time.
Favorite customer.
No.
All right, so you have one errand a week.
You gotta get the wife beaters pressed and cleaned, pick them up from the dry cleaners.
So I still have to go to the laundry. I have to do laundry every week and all that. So, I leave my apartment.
Right.
Are you, by chance, looking for a new job?
Every day.
Officially.
Oh, there we
I
go.
am officially looking for a job. So if anybody has any ideas,
Oh, no, we're not back there. Yeah.
Did you see the latest thing on my website, though?
Oh, please. Above the picture, I'm looking at the picture, believe it or not, still, and it's pretty scary, Terry. I just glanced at it again. Above the massive man that sits below the face here,
Yeah.
there's a very angry expression on your face. Is that pretty much representative of who you are now, an angry, bitter person, or has that pretty much been the case for many years now, Terry? Is that
Many years.
Yes.
But I wasn't angry bitter when I took the photo. I was just trying to concentrate and get,
Concentrate, that's how you...
Mm-hmm.
Everybody always says that I look angry when I'm in photos and stuff, and it's like, I'm not. I'm just trying to...
All right, well, put this picture that you sent us, unfortunately, on your front page of your website now, if you will, so people can see the real you as you are at this moment, and they can rate your boobs. All
Put
right?
it on your site if you want
I'm
them to
not
rate my
putting it on our site. It's
But
nasty.
If you want them to rate my boobs,
No,
you put it on
I
your
don't.
site.
It's nasty. You're as nasty as they come. I'm sorry to tell you.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Just thought we'd make you feel better.
And if I put it on my site, then we'll be able to see the M&Ms that I ordered.
I'm willing to send people to your site so that they can rate your boobs. If you're interested, you can put this picture up on your site, and then we'll have a deal. All right? Then people can see you in the present form. 11 months after I made you an offer of $30,000 to lose a little bit of weight.
Uh-huh.
To help save your life.
Which it's pretty clear by the looks of this picture hasn't been accomplished up to this point.
Well, the camera adds 100 pounds.
Oh, wow.
I think it has 200.
Then what do you do with the extra 300?
Yeah.
Are you going to put the picture up or no?
Yes, I'll put the picture up.
All right. Well, there it is.
Rate the boobs.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want some of the M&Ms when I get them? Did you see them?
What are you talking about? I don't know. I don't go to your website, to be honest. I don't know what M&Ms you're talking about.
I ordered M&Ms that say GPO on them.
Very exciting.
And I should get them in like 7 to 10
They
days.
have personalized M&Ms now, Terry?
Wow.
Yeah.
Doesn't that
You want
pretty
me
much
to bring some down?
That doesn't ruin the whole concept of the M&M?
I would say
The M&M is supposed to have an M on it.
You're right. Yeah.
I think they still have an M&M on them. They'll have GPO on them too.
Oh my God.
So you got a lot of disposable income, it sounds like.
But you're not the GPO. You're not a phone operator. You're not employed.
Whatever, I don't care. They were cool. I ordered them. They weren't that.
The
expensive.
true you has resurfaced. An unemployed man.
Whatever. I'll bring some down when I get them.
Why didn't that big buff bodybuilder call you this weekend? He was supposed to call you. He was supposed to get together.
I've not heard from him since. He's not responded to anything.
There seems
I
to-
don't even think he came to town.
Well, whatever. There seems to be. You said he called you from a hotel on.
No. He emailed me
Mhm.
and emailed me on Thursday and said that he would call me on Saturday, and he never called.
You were all excited on Thursday because some bodybuilder you were chatting with across the country. What state was he from?
Arizona.
Arizona, yeah, across the country. promised he was going to come in town, meet up with you, do nasty, vile, gay things with you. And he comes to town, he spends the weekend here, and never even tries to make any contact with you.
Whether he actually came here or if he didn't.
Why would he lie about coming here? Right, what would be his motivation there? Is that some cheap little jolly you would get about trying to tell you he was in town?
To mess with the guy.
And now you've justified it that he never even came to town?
No,
I think he came to town and didn't call you.
Or if he didn't, he's still an ass because he didn't call.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not my fault. He's the one that's a jerk, not me. I'm a nice guy. He should have called me and he should have met me.
Well, do you have his number? Do you want us to contact him?
I don't have his number.
Such a good friend, though.
Yes. You guys are so close.
We talk online. We don't talk on the phone.
And as I predicted on Thursday when he told me this was going to happen, Terry, on the air with us, Terry, I said he's going to have something very much go wrong here, and he's going to sink into a deep funk like he traditionally does.
Right.
I didn't realize it'd be such a funk that he put a tombstone up on the front page of his website that some listeners alerted us to.
Well, it's just stupid. I felt like if he couldn't even have the courtesy to call.
But you should be used to this. This is a trend with you. People come to town all the time saying they're going to meet up with you and never call you.
Well, it's bull. They shouldn't do that.
Yeah, your buddy Chris spent the night at my house last weekend.
Oh yeah. I'm sure he did stop your house, and I'm sure he took care of you.
All right.
Wow.
Now is a new definition to Hot Fudge Scott. Okay, very good. Whatever. All right, ma'am.
So do you want me to put the photo up or not? I don't care.
Whatever you want.
What do you want?
I
You're the
want
one in
anything.
charge, remember?
Right.
Whatever.
See you later.
No, have a great gay day.
I can't even muster that up anymore, Terry.
All right.
It's so frustrating. Sorry.
The T-Man.
8 people have been charged with crimes for leaking info about the last Star Wars movie before the release.
Oh, jeez.
The crimes include theft, copying, and internet distribution.
Yeah, they're going down, Terry.
Wow.
They're in big trouble.
Sounds like.
Doesn't that seem a little extreme that they're really going after 8 people that leak some information about a Star Wars movie? Doesn't that seem a little trivial when you got national crises like hurricanes and people homeless and cities destroyed, Terry?
Yes.
Is it really a big national scandal that George Lucas may have lost out on a couple million because some people didn't see the movie because some information got leaked? Oh, he's really going to be struggling now, this George Lucas. I feel really bad for him, Terry.
Doesn't lose any money, even if you know the information. The people who want it,
still
they're going
went.
to go, yeah.
So why are they going after these 8 people like they're the biggest arch criminals of the world?
Just trying to make a point.
Trying to make a point.
Yep. Don't steal from me, because I will take you down.
That's what it's all about in this world. Got to make a point. Got to make a statement. These 8 people being prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law.
Right.
Well,
Hardened criminals. The drug dealers who sell to little kids get off on loopholes.
Right.
What'd you do? I said that Yoda died to a friend. So.
Yeah, I really deserve to be here for the next 10 years.
Oh, Yoda died?
I don't know. He might.
You should have seen the movie, Stephen.
Yeah, well, now I don't have to.
Yeah.
I'm not going to buy the DVD.
Well, George Lucas can't have lunch today, then, I guess.
I guess not.
Neither can the people who do the costumes or,
You know what, Terry? It's a Thractious Thursday morning.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people who need some bits of Thursday therapy, I'm sure, Terry.
Yeah.
It's the first real kind of soggy day in a while.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost giving the indication that it's the first true day of what will be the beginnings of winter, if you will, Terry. The 70-degree sunny days, as far as the rest of the year seem like they're in the history books. Okay, I'm kind of bumming myself out. I'm talking about this.
Yeah.
So I think it's time to open the phone lines and find out what people are thinking this morning.
Okay.
If they're thinking anything. 1-866-663-T-MAN is the number to call. Anything that you feel that you need to discuss is obviously okay with us. We'll help you through any relationship crises that you're having. If George Lucas wants to jump on the line and figuring out where his next meal is going to come from, we can help him through it too, Terry. Because he's in a tough spot.
Right.
8 people ruin his livelihood. 1-866-663-T-MAN is the number to call. And as we line up a few calls, Terry, why don't you give me a quick story? What do you got there?
Well, a nursing home worker has filed a $9 million lawsuit against Essex County in New York because she claims that she's suffering mental anguish and needs anti-anxiety medication after being forced to prove she was wearing a bra. Apparently,
Forced to prove she was wearing a bra.
Apparently, she showed up at work, and her supervisor, a female, didn't think she was wearing a bra and felt through her sweater to see if she could feel the clasp.
Yes.
And when she didn't feel the clasp, she made her.
Oh, I
pull up her
understand.
top.
Yeah, that's worth $9 million.
Well,
Yeah.
I guess so. Well, it's that,
If you would actually sue us every time we fell for your bra, Terry, we'd owe you about $9 billion.
I know.
Mhm. And don't even try to figure out the math on Kilbreath.
Oh, boy.
Gotta be. Dude goes braless when obviously it's uncalled for all the time.
Very inappropriate.
Very inappropriate walking around these hallways without a bra on, Terry. Why is it so important that a social worker or whatever the hell she was, a nursing home worker, wear a bra? Because you can't be feeding old man Tate his pudding and have your boobs just hanging around there, Terry? You got to be braing it or what?
Apparently, she received a complaint about her not wearing a bra, so...
Okay, fine, but why can't a woman go to work without a bra on? Is that part of the workforce equipment?
Only ones that are bothered by it are other women.
I don't know the particulars as
Is there
in
anything
regards to
specific?
this.
Is there anything specific in the work chores, if you will, of the typical old age home worker? And that's where she worked, right? Old age home?
Yes,
Okay.
a nursing home.
A nursing home, well, that's the same thing. Is there anything required that would need you to have to wear a bra on a daily basis?
Well, apparently, according to this story, it's required by county policy.
Right, but there's no job duty that
Right,
would require you.
Right.
But it's
There's
a
no
county
specific-
policy.
yeah.
There's a specific little bit of writing
Policy.
by the county.
It's a dress code.
That says, in the dress code, this typical kind of worker must be wearing a bra if she's a female.
Right.
You can feed old man Tate with or without a bra.
Ah,
It doesn't get in the way.
I'm just glad old man Tate's getting fed on a regular basis.
But pudding only.
I was a little worried about him.
Butterscotch for lunch. Vanilla for dinner.
More than George Lucas is going to have, apparently. Wow. Well, then she broke the rules, Terry.
Well,
And if you-
but she claims that that's a little extreme.
Well,
I mean,
if
because
you-
she was wearing one, and sorry, you can't feel it, but
Well,
now she feels it's sexual harassment and all this
Well,
anxiety.
She was wearing a good one. First off, she was felt up by a woman, which is always okay. Second of all, she was questioned about what she was wearing and whether it fit in with the guidelines. Now, if I came in, Terry, packing whatever kind of weaponry on me, that may be against the rules of this building. I'm not sure. So somebody, some female or somebody might want to check me out, right? And turns out I'm not. Well, they had a reason. They had just cause to do that. It's not worth $9 million. Man, people trying to get rich.
I know.
Every day, coming up with one lame lawsuit after the next. So I'm sure it was such mental anguish to have some woman feel for a bra on her.
Well, and she was wearing a sports bra or whatever, so of course they don't have little clasps or anything. So.
Tomorrow I'm not going to wear undies and maybe my boss will check.
Speaking of sports bras.
And now, representing butt rockers worldwide, carrying sod from Tacoma to Everett and every city in between, president of the blue collar workers, even though he wears a tank top, here's Dump Truck Guy.
Oh, man, no screaming today, man.
Uh-oh.
No screaming. Got a severe headache.
Got a
Woke
beer-
up, I feel like, yeah.
You're capable of getting a beer headache?
No,
Severe headache.
Yeah, no,
What is a beer headache?
No.
Not at this point in his life after
Okay.
downing 16 minimum a night. Yeah, Stumpy.
He gets a headache if he doesn't drink.
All right.
Withdrawals.
Yeah, so anyway, my kid had his first brawl at school yesterday.
Oh, gosh.
And this
He
is
got
what,
freaking sucker punch at lunch.
is this what has you in the state of sounding not well? Because I'd hate to think that you're like kissing gay phone operator because he doesn't sound well either, and it's a little coincidental,
No,
Terry.
man.
Little coincidental, they both don't sound good on the same day, Terry.
All right.
I don't know what the hell, man. I went to bed, I felt fine. I woke up this morning, there's pure water coming out, you know.
Oh, that's
yeah.
nice. So your son got sucker punched. He had no choice but to get thrown into this brawl, Terry, that happened at school.
Not evidently. What the dude called my kid a crackhead. My kid say your mom's a crackhead, and then whammo, nailed him.
Wow.
And he didn't even fight back because he didn't want to get kicked out.
Well,
I told him he better not get kicked out of school.
Was it ever, though, determined as to who was the crackhead?
No. I know my kid's not smoking crack yet, so it's probably not him.
He anticipates it.
Dumpy's looking at his watch any minute now. All right, so how did Bubba hold up in his first big fight?
Oh, man, he got puked out in the face a couple times, and then after he couldn't take it enough or take it anymore, I guess he just tackled the kid. Got him on the ground.
But there are some unfortunate markings on your 11-year-old son's face?
He was just a little red and beat up looking.
But nothing he isn't used to when you come home in a bad mood.
No, well, he has a bunch of older cousins. They all beat the hell out of each other all the time anyway, so he can duke it out, man.
Yeah, that should have toughened him up.
He finally listened to one thing I said, don't get kicked out of school, and it had to be the time he's getting his ass kicked. Can't believe it, man.
All right.
So I gave him instruction what to do next time, because he got kicked out for 5 days, and he couldn't come back.
Just keep this beer bottle in your back pocket. Smash it over his head.
Right.
It's going to be a way different situation, I can tell you that.
What were your instructions, Dumpy? And we'll see if they fit into the nursing home guidelines. Go ahead.
Once the dude hits you, it's free game, man. Pummel him until somebody jerks you off him.
So you're telling us that Bubba was hit, and because you had warned him about being kicked out of school, he didn't throw back?
He didn't throw back at all.
Maybe he couldn't throw back because your son's a weakling.
Wow. You wait till your kid gets old, you'll kick your kid's ass.
All right, we'll wait and see. I'm just suggesting that maybe it wasn't because he was so concerned because you warned about being kicked out of school. I'm just wondering if you ever considered the fact that Bubba didn't throw back because he doesn't know how. Oh, Dumpy hung up.
Oh, yeah, ticked him off.
Yeah. And I got to worry 11 years from now that Bubba's going to kick my son's ass there.
22 against 11-year-old.
22 against 11-year-old.
It seems that Bubba would be the kind of kid who would be able to hit back if he wanted to.
His name's Bubba, of course.
Right.
I just threw it out there.
Possibility.
I didn't know Dumpy would fly off the handle.
I commend.
It's not like I called his mom a crackhead.
Right. But I commend Bubba for listening to Dad, finally. I mean, really.
If that's what happened, then he should be commended, Terry. But if he doesn't know how to fight...
Oh, I'm sure he knows how to fight.
It's okay if an 11-year-old doesn't know how to throw a punch. You know, Dumpy shouldn't be all sensitive about it.
Dumpy apparently was a little sensitive about that.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't like you saying that his son was a weakling.
I'm sure Dumpy will go home and make sure that Bubba knows how to throw a punch today, just to be on top of that.
Mm-hmm.
Same way I beat the old lady.
Mm-hmm. Wow. And when you see that blue dot, you take him out.
1-866-663-T-Man is the number to call. To the phones we go in mass force. 1-866-663-T-Man, a toll-free number, don't you know? You're on the air.
Hi, T-Man.
Hello.
I'm calling because I kind of have a relationship-type question. Today is my 4-year wedding anniversary.
Oh, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Hey,
4 years.
But wait.
But do you know how to throw a punch?
We are actually... We're actually separated, and we're going to get a divorce, but we still live together.
Oh, geez. Well, it should be a happy 4th anniversary then.
Well, that's kind of my question is, because we're separated and divorcing, but today's our anniversary, do I still need to get him, like, a card or a gift? Or?
Well, this would be up to your own interpretation. I mean, what is your relationship like? Are you still sexually active with this guy? Obviously you are.
No.
When was the last time you had sex with him? Yesterday, but we're not sexually active.
No, I really couldn't tell you. In fact, I've slept with another person since we separated. I actually still sleep in the same bed with him.
Well, it's probably for finance reasons. What caused the separation? Was there one specific event? Was it a big old lead up that you can't pinpoint one thing? What happened here?
No, it was just a bunch of little things that kind of I got irritated with, and
how old are you?
I'm 27.
You're 27. You got married at 23, and when did you start realizing that he was just nothing but one big old irritation?
About a year ago.
About a year ago?
What
so 3 years were really solid as far as the marriage goes.
Let me tell you, it's just a lot of little things that just...
but you said you didn't realize he was an irritation until a year ago. So was there a good couple or 3 good years or no?
They were 3 good years, yeah, absolutely, until he changed jobs and started working the graveyard shift, and I started feeling neglected sexually and emotionally. And
well, you have our toll-free number.
I do have your toll-free number.
Mm-hmm.
What's the job? He took a better job?
Haven't I mentioned, Terry, when feeling neglected sexually, 1-866-663-T-Man. So why did he choose to take the graveyard shift is what Stephen's getting at. Why would he do that?
I was going to answer that. Actually, Stephen, before he chose the graveyard shift, he was laid off for a year.
So he didn't really have a choice. So the man is trying to make a living to support and whatever family you may have or be working on. So, I mean, you blame the guy for having to to do what he has to do and work a graveyard shift?
This is the stakes.
No, I don't blame him. I don't blame him at all. I appreciate him taking the job and things like that and help support the family. But
you were neglected sexually, and there's nothing that can compensate for that. Of course, there's nothing that can compensate for that, Terry. Even though she has to realize that her husband was put in the corner and had no choice.
Right.
But he's still paying the price.
Yeah.
Because she was neglected sexually.
That's unfortunate for him. I feel bad for him.
She wasn't getting hers.
What? He put the toilet paper on the wrong way?
Oh, wow. Terry seems to be a little bit annoyed with you that you couldn't realize that your husband was left with no options.
Oh, wait, the toothpaste. You rolled it wrong.
No. He had an opportunity to change the shift at the same job. Nothing was going to change other than the hours that he was going to work, and he chose not to change the hours.
Well, something tells me he chose not to change the hours, not just to irritate you. There must have been another reason, right or wrong?
Correct. But, he didn't tell me. He didn't tell me.
He didn't tell you what the other reason was?
To be honest with you,
He did it just so he wouldn't have to have sex with her, Terry.
Oh, wow.
There's a lot of things. And one major thing, if you want to talk about major things, is communication. He just flat out will not talk to me about whatever he's angry at.
Mm-hmm.
And he admits that. And
are you fun to have sex with? Would you say? Are you good?
Am I good?
Yes.
I'm good. Yes.
Oh, jeez. She answers in a very strong
I will say that I am
yes.
good. Yes. I recently started talking to somebody that he is aware of. I actually flew down to Texas 3 weeks ago to meet somebody that I actually met off the internet.
Oh, what a shock.
Yeah. So it's. Sex is a big...
It was either that or skywriting, Terry. I went with the internet. Yeah.
So you were falling. You're kind of drifting apart, and you're blaming him for it.
Yes.
I never said that I blamed him for it. I never said that.
Oh. He neglected you.
He neglected you, and he got a bad job and didn't change his shift. And
But I also said that there were other things, and I haven't talked about all the other things.
The communication wasn't at the level you wanted it to be at, and you weren't getting the sex that you so desperately need, and that started taking its toll on you, and you kind of lost that love and feeling. Hey.
But still, she's still putting it all on him.
Okay, if you want to talk about things that I've done, I'll absolutely be open about that.
How often do you need sex?
Every day.
Oh, jeez.
Every day.
And how often was he giving it to you when he was working the graveyard shift? And is he still working the graveyard shift?
He's still working the graveyard shift.
How often?
He's been doing that for 2 years.
Before things really imploded, how often was he giving you sex?
About twice or 3 times a month.
So that means there are about 27 days, Terry, when she needed it and wasn't getting it. And it was building up as far as the anger, the frustration, and then some.
Did you tell him that?
There goes the marriage.
So do I get him a card? Do I get him a gift?
Wow.
At this point, I don't think a card is something that is going to really make him feel better about where he is right now in his world. I'm sure he's a little bit...
Why is it all my fault for separating?
He's probably going to think he has a chance.
I'm not saying it is, but don't think you're going to brighten his day by getting him some card that obviously means nothing at this point.
Oh my God, you make it sound like it's all my fault because a card's not going to brighten his day. Well, what about my day being bright?
Oh, someone's feeling guilty.
You asked me about a card. I told you know what? It's not really going to matter at this point, so why go out and buy him some card that is going to be, if anything, almost like a taunting tool?
Yeah.
Well, what should I do then? Should I ignore the fact that today is our anniversary, or should I...
You don't have to necessarily ignore it.
We still sleep in the same bed. We still live in the same house. I mean, we live with each other. We're roommates that sleep in the same bed, but...
Maybe a little anniversary apology.
Apology?
Yeah!
Whoa!
There it is! I accept!
You're not even out of the marriage yet. You're starting to be with other guys.
Maybe an apology for having a little bit less understanding than a woman who claimed she was going to be with a guy till death or she parted was supposed to have when he was forced to work a graveyard shift because there were no other jobs available, probably.
Through good and bad.
There were other jobs available.
Well,
apology.
I don't know why any guy would choose to work the graveyard shift. I used to work the graveyard shift, Terry. All you do, I remember so many times driving during the day after working the graveyard shift and waking up on the guardrail because you fall asleep. You're always tired.
Sure.
You feel nocturnal. There's nothing great about the graveyard shift.
Sometimes you get paid more for working the graveyard shift.
Well,
so there are
advantages
to that.
Making before.
He's making less than he was making before. She's got nothing but bad things to say about this.
She's got all the answers, it sounds like.
But it's not, I mean, what's your take? I mean, what's your part in all of this?
That's what I was going to talk about earlier.
Since you're feeling bad that we're blaming you when really you're blaming him for everything.
Now, don't answer that question. That's boring. What about this guy in Texas? Did he give you everything you needed for a couple of days, and now you feel like there's a whole world out there waiting for you? Is that pretty much the way you're feeling?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I have a MySpace page, too. I got addicted to that a couple weeks ago. So I meet people on there, too. And I got on a date with a couple people off that site. So
you're loving your new life, this freedom that has all of a sudden walked into your world, right?
I like being single, yes.
The best gift you could give him is to move out.
Yep.
So are things really bigger in Texas?
Yes.
For the Longhorns.
So, do you think you got married too young? Is that what you're realizing?
Absolutely.
That 23 was too young for you?
I absolutely got married too young.
So maybe you can start putting some of the onus on yourself and make this guy not feel like he's a complete failure.
Right.
And that could be your that could be your anniversary gift to him. Explain to him, you know what? Even though people hate hearing this, it wasn't really you. It was a lot about me. That I all of a sudden woke up at 27, a different woman than I was completely at 23. And you are a great guy who did everything you could and will obviously find someone in the future that will make you happier than I was able to make you. But you don't want to say those words because you don't want to.
I'll tell him on the air.
As much as you are happy about your new freedom and your new single life, you don't want to see him with another woman. You'll probably go crazy the day he finds another woman. Even though you were longhorning it into the anus over there in Texas a couple of weeks ago.
Jeez.
Come on, you don't think she took it in the anus? Anyhow. All right, so you had, when you went to Texas, nothing but a big sex romp session with this internet guy, right or wrong?
I had a great time.
Yeah, that's a confirmation.
It is.
Man.
Did he use protection or no?
Yes.
Or did he give you some of that Texas raw dog?
No.
He used a condom over and over and over and over again?
Well, the first time.
I have.
Oh, 1 out of 7.
Okay.
Were you dreading the day that you had to fly home?
I cried for 2 hours the night before.
That's sad that she's crying over some strange Texas guy.
He's not strange.
Well, he's more a stranger than obviously your husband, and yet you don't shed a tear over him, I bet, at all.
I have shed a tear, and he shed a tear. We both shed a tear together.
But you cried for 2 hours when you had to leave Texas, boy.
Well, what about over the last year, the many times that I've cried? I mean, it could accumulate to 6 months straight. The amount of times that I've cried over this marriage.
If you're expecting us to shed a tear for you, you're not going to get one, honey. You got what you wanted, and you're calling the shots, and I feel sorry for the poor bastard that's your husband.
Oh, my God. Like, it's my fault. What is up with that?
I'm not necessarily saying it's your fault.
Yes,
I'm saying this is a real unfortunate situation. More for this guy. More for him than for you. You're getting right now. You sound happier. I guarantee. I never knew you before 10 minutes ago, or however long we've been talking to her, Terry. And I can pretty much guarantee she's happier now than she has been in so long.
Yeah.
So why should I feel sorry for you? I bet you're.
All I did was call to ask if I should get him a card.
Well, we already answered that question. So
I know you did.
If you're ready to move on with your day, then go ahead.
Well, I do think that I should apologize to him.
You just said you shouldn't, though.
Should I still call him my husband?
Oh, jeez.
I don't know. Terry, you've been through this, haven't you?
No. I mean, when I got separated, I left and got divorced. And
there wasn't this limbo status that you seem to be in that's almost has your husband just dangling in the wind.
You know what,
right. I mean,
and you seem to be getting off on to some degree, honey.
Yes, she loves it.
You love it.
We never fought. We never got into any sort of verbal argument with each other. We are still very good friends because we have 2 kids that we have to take into consideration.
The bimbo who loves leaving men in limbo, Terry.
Yes, she's loving
leaving him in limbo for what? I've made it very clear that it's over.
So why are you?
So you're really good at sex, huh?
What?
Never mind. What was your question, Terry?
I was going to say, if you've made it very clear that it's over, then why are you still sleeping in the same bed? And why don't you have your own place?
Just so he can smell her.
Right.
That's a very good question.
She's
to be
totally
perfectly honest
him.
with you, if you ask him,
you smell good?
If you ask my husband right now why we're still sleeping in the same bed, it's because he said he doesn't want to leave the bed.
So
we have an upstairs he can move to. He's had a lot of options.
You're the one that wants to leave.
What's your favorite position?
Oh my God, I'm not answering that
Come
one.
on, you have one, so why not answer it?
It's amazing that she goes to MySpace and tells everybody about her, but I'm not going to answer the question about what my favorite position
Terry,
is.
you've never been to my MySpace page, so what the hell do you know?
Wow.
Yeah, wallpaper.
You're a little Texas cowgirl, aren't you, honey? You like to ride them cowboy. What's your MySpace address?
It's BB Pink. It's my.
Oh, wait, don't give it to the whole world. I just want it myself. I don't want the whole world crowding onto her MySpace, Terry.
Yeah.
I'm selfish like that.
Ah.
I should put other callers on with her. Just want to rip her. I got all the lines jammed up right now, but I should
I don't care. Bring it on. It's not my fault I separated from this guy.
Yes,
You're not separated from him. You still live there in the same bed.
All right, let me disconnect some of these phone callers that have been waiting patiently and really deserve to be on, and free up a couple of lines because I can just sense people out there wanting to rip it to shreds. Would that be okay with you? You want to take other calls?
I don't care. I've got all the time in the world.
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
I'm angry because you guys are blaming me for this. It's not my fault.
All right, let me see what calls need to be disconnected here.
I hope one of them's my husband because I know he's listening.
Oh, well, I want T-Man's view on overweight women.
Oh, yeah, I'll take that off you.
Okay, well, I'm sorry to disconnect that call. Yes, there's now a line free. So now it's ringing. Let's see. Pasty picked it up before I could even get to it.
Pasty has my flaps.
It's all right, Pasty. Just put him on hold. Is that a response to this caller? Okay, good.
I hope it's my husband.
All right, easy.
I hope so, too.
Gosh, easy, girl.
Somebody help me.
You're on the air. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, what's up?
To this girl or lady on the line, why should your boyfriend have to go upstairs? Why don't you move your ass out of the bed?
Well, first of all, it's my husband. Second of all, I bought the bed.
Oh,
and third of all, I'm the one who sleeps in it at nighttime. He sleeps during the daytime.
Okay, so you're telling me this is your husband. You've got 2 kids with him. And you're showing these kids, you're sleeping in the bed, but then you're showing these kids, oh, Mommy's going down to Texas to have a romp with some other guy.
My kids are so young, they had no idea why I was
good
there.
for them.
Oh,
What's going on when they're older?
Do you think they're honestly going to remember?
They didn't need any caring during that weekend, Terry.
Yeah.
And also, my whole thing is so he's working a graveyard shift, like Terry said earlier. More than likely, he is making more money.
You know what?
He's not talking.
I didn't make any more money working the graveyard shift. Who's counting?
Have you been there in the situations where I've tried to talk to him?
I have been there, believe me.
Oh, you've been there when I was trying to talk to him. You have been there. You were this little fly on the wall, sitting to the... Oh, you were listening to our conversations.
I don't like her feistiness, Terry.
Mine, and
Turning me on.
Mine out, and I got back with my wife.
Your feistiness is turning me on, baby.
Great for you. I'm so glad for you.
Yeah.
With your wife. I'm sure she's beautiful.
Oh, she is, and she doesn't... You know what? We broke up.
Knock all this aggression out of her.
And you know what?
I don't know what. Tell me.
If you're the one leaving the relationship, don't put your husband through agony because he's not leaving the bed because he doesn't think it's over.
She doesn't think she's putting him through agony. She thinks it's just a blessing for him that he gets to sleep in the same bed with her.
Exactly.
That's how she sees it.
It's a blessing.
It's a blessing. Keep saying it with me, dude. It's a blessing.
It's a blessing.
Not you. Oh, jeez, never mind.
It's callers like her that scare the hell out of every married guy.
Yeah.
Taking their wife and start a MySpace page.
Yeah, but how bad do you want to pound her, though? Come on.
But that's a different story.
All right.
Still scares you as a married guy.
Did you get her MySpace up there or no? You never got the full address? Okay, good. Don't hang up till we get your full address.
You know what? I'm not hanging up with nothing.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, goody.
I have nothing to hide. I know, Terry. Isn't this great? I know you really want to talk to me still.
Doesn't bother me. I'm fine with
Terry,
it.
it's her anniversary. You got to feel good for her today.
Yes, happy anniversary.
It's a 4-year anniversary.
When she said anniversary, I was like, congratulations.
Such a successful marriage, she said.
Request a song and say happy anniversary to Brian.
Oh, that's nice for you to bring
and
him up.
And that's what irritates or upsets people is that you're taunting and stuff, and you don't feel any remorse.
No ill feelings for the marriage that has...
It's a big joke to her.
Oh, well, I'll tell you what. Let's put her on hold for a second.
Okay.
Get her address so we can all peruse what's going on in her space.
Right.
Keep her around just in case we need her. Like she's doing with her husband.
Maybe we can call the Texas guy and find out if he liked her space.
Let's keep her on hold. Keep her around.
Sure.
Just in case we need her. As I said, exactly the way she's treating her husband. Maybe we'll get to her again. Maybe we won't.
Do we buy her a card?
Maybe we'll take a call from Texas while she's sitting there waiting for us.
The T-Man. Power.
Let me hear that.
And Terry, amongst the callers waiting right now on these phone lines, as if we didn't have enough women without a conscience on the phones this morning.
Yeah, okay.
You remember Michelle from yesterday morning? She tried to win that trip to Las Vegas that ultimately went to Claudine.
I believe I do.
Yes, well, she's on the line to give us an update just between yesterday and today.
Okay.
There have been a lot of ground-shaking kind of fallout from her appearance on yesterday's show and the guiltless way she told us about how she slept with her best friends, a boy, or not just boyfriend, but a husband.
Yeah, she was very candid about it.
She wants to give us an update, like the threatening messages that were left on her cell phone,
really?
and then some.
Wow.
But let me take a couple of these other calls that have been waiting for a pretty decent bit of time here, all right?
Gotcha.
All right. You're on? Yes, you're, you're on the air. Good morning, sir.
Hello.
Yes, good morning.
Hey, how you doing? Yeah, see?
That's where you're at, yes.
Okay, cool. I agree 100% with this lady. I've been in the same position.
With the lady, the last caller who's still somewhere on hold here.
Yes.
Yes, the one who kind of got a little fed up with her marriage and went to Texas and got a big old dilly there and now feels like guiltless in her in the way her husband kind of got blindsided with, well, I don't know if blindsided is necessarily fair, Terry, but well, in a kind of cold and
heartless.
Again, don't want to overstep here, Terry, but I guess that's somewhat fair. In that kind of fashion, how he just, without any choice of his own, is now finding himself on the verge of divorce. Yes.
No choice of his own. It takes two in a relationship to make it work right. And if the other person,
but you can't really have so much blame for a guy who felt like he needed to be some kind of earner, and the only opportunity he had was to work a night shift or a graveyard shift, and because of that, his marriage ultimately fell apart. What kind of option did he have?
I'm sure it's more than that. I mean, it takes a lot of emotional toll. I mean, Kilbreth can understand that, too. He's kind of a sensitive individual, and when you get into a relationship with somebody, you should take care of that. No matter what, money should never become an issue.
Mm-hmm. So when it comes down to being unemployed and being there as much as you can for the person that obviously needs you emotionally at her beck and call, you got to choose that over trying to make a living.
Well, you've got to understand there's a difference between beck and call and true love. I mean, it sounds kind of corny, but the fact is, when you take on a relationship with somebody, you need to put them first. That's the way
isn't true love understanding that the person that you're with needs to feel good about having a job, and unfortunately at this point in his life, the only job he could get, obviously, was working the graveyard shift, and she should have been a little bit more understanding about that, or no?
Well, she should be understanding, but at the same time, he should look at the fact of how it's affecting his relationship. If this person's worth what she sounds like so far, she tried hard for 4 years. I put up with it for 22 years. And the only reason why I'm in the position I'm at now is because if I leave, I get financially screwed to the hilt.
Oh, dear.
And so I'm going to leave, but I have to do it in the right way because this person will shaft me big time. And she has the availability to do it.
It's nice to know, Terry, that a few years down the road, Angela could be on MySpace trying to find Texas boys to dick her down. That's nice to know that that's a possibility, Terry, that these women behind your back, obviously there had to be a nice period of time behind her husband's back where she was on the internet, Terry.
Sure, every night.
Cursing out her husband while she's pounding away on the keyboard, looking for random men to dick her down.
Well, and what's interesting, if she can stay up,
the Lone Star State coming through.
All night long, then, she's still working the same hours as the husband, so,
Terry, the internet works during the day, too,
Well, but true.
You imagine
maybe she works, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming she works.
Oh, jeez. So you have no blame, caller, you have no blame towards the woman at all. You think she pulled her end of the bargain, and hey, marriages work, and you got to pull your load.
You do.
Oh,
you do.
I think it depends on...
You think she pulled her load, and you don't feel at all kind of agitated by her?
Me? Agitated by her?
Yes.
No, I understand what she's going through. When you put your heart into something like that, and a lot of people don't think men are able to, let's say, get that involved in a relationship because men have a bad reputation for that. But when you put a lot of time into it, like I did, 23 years, and now And at the end of that time, you realize that this person's never going to change. And the only reason why I stayed was for a reason I used to think was good, was for my son. And now I don't believe it's good to stay because of the kids. It was bad on my part to do that. But I grew up with no father in my family. I knew how it affected me. And now that my son was in my life, I was going to stay with him until he's older. Now he's 22. And
he says, you realize the person's never going to change. What changed? The guy wanted to go to work.
Right. That's what changed.
Okay, I'll change and stay home.
And marriage
all right, I'll change. I'll be unemployed if that's what you need.
And I'm sure that while he was unemployed, she was probably chipping in his ear talking about, oh, you're being a lazy this, that, and the other thing. I'm sure
in other words, what you're saying is with women, Terry, you can't win?
Right, pretty much. I mean,
I think why she's unlikable is because it's her attitude towards the whole thing and towards him.
Well, I'll tell you what.
And stuff.
I think you got to look at it from her part too. You know, she invested a lot of time and a lot of her emotions into it, and he didn't take care of it. He didn't do it.
You don't know that.
You have a fan, love. Do you hear this guy?
I do, and I do want to say one thing. I want to say a couple things. But first of all, I never blindsided him, and by any means, this never was. You know, I woke up one morning and said, you know what? I don't want to be married to you anymore. The last year, we talked about separating several times, and I stayed and I worked on it, and he tried very hard. And it came to, and second of all, Terry, I was not on the internet. I didn't even have a MySpace page until after we were separated, and I want to bring up the point that he made a Yahoo personal before I was even on the internet.
Oh.
So what makes
I'm not this cold, heartless bitch that everybody's trying to make me out to be.
Well, do it to you. They did it.
You have
the people base a marriage on just the license alone. They don't think about the emotional aspect that's involved in it.
That's not true.
And it's not about money. It's not about money either. I've worked at the same company for 3 years.
It was about your emotional needs not being met. We understand that part.
When you don't sleep in the same bed with your husband 5 nights out of the week, don't you feel like you're worthless?
Well, but you know what? But the thing is that there are a lot of people, I'm sure, out there. You're not the only one who has a husband that works the night shift. I know. I have good personal friends who have done that, and they made their marriage work great. And
like I said, I'm 27 years old. I have 2 kids. I've been married for today 4 years. The last year of my marriage was trying to make this marriage work. Plain and simple. Neither one of us blame either. I don't blame him. He doesn't blame me. We blame each other. That's the way it is. We just didn't have time to communicate with each other.
No sense.
Well, then your situation is a little different from mine because I do blame mine for not doing it. I had many talks. I talked about divorce in January. I gave her one more chance, and it's just not. She's not changing. She doesn't. And it's not that I'm the typical guy who wants to get sex every night. I want to make love to somebody who I'm in love with. But
so you guys want to do it or what?
Yeah. And let me bring to your attention also that I asked 3 times to go to marriage counseling. I asked 3 times, and each time he said, well, why do we need it? We don't need it. So obviously there's something that he wasn't recognizing that I was. And don't you think that when your spouse is begging you to go to marriage counseling or something like that, that you would think, hey, something's seriously wrong and she's not happy about something, so let's work it out. Nothing like that happened.
Well, I didn't want to go to marriage counseling because there's no reason to go to marriage counseling when you know what the problem is and you're not, and the person isn't doing it.
You 2 in love yet?
I know.
Fucking eavesdropping on a MySpace conversation.
I know. But I mean,
so what do you want? Do you want to be single, or are you looking for true love over the next, let's say, 6 months to a year?
I'm not looking. Are you talking to me or him?
I'm talking to you.
I will tell you, I do not want to be with anybody in a real relationship. I want to be out there. I want to see what's out there. It's been 4 years since I've been out there.
Something tells me there was really nothing this guy could have done. All of a sudden, you just woke up as time passed by, and you just wanted your freedom. Right. And this guy could have gone to all the marriage counseling sessions till he was blue in the face, and it was not going to help. No, you were leaving.
Not based on
you
the stuff
were
you're
leaving
saying.
this guy.
Honestly, if I thought that marriage counseling wouldn't have helped, I wouldn't have asked him 3 times to go.
If she had Brad Pitt with Bill Gates' money,
but you could have gone to marriage counseling session after session, and you still would have left this guy because it's not about him; it's about you wanting your freedom. You need to go to therapy so you can figure out who the hell you are.
I'm Amanda. I'm 27. I'm now single, and I live with my husband.
Breast size?
Because she's been trying to find a way to blame him for the whole thing.
No.
She didn't want to go to counseling.
You have it so wrong. I don't blame him for anything.
You guys are attacking her, and you haven't even talked to the other guy. You don't even know what's going on with him. He's probably exactly the way she describes it.
He's probably a jackass who didn't try in his marriage.
Oh, jeez.
That comes home, sits her ass on the couch, and watches TV and makes necklaces all evening and wonders why the hell
necklaces?
Yeah, it's a really interesting tidbit there.
You know what? Why don't you get him
Pearl
on
necklaces.
the phone? What?
Self-inflicted pearl necklaces, Terry. What other option does he have?
Well, I guess not.
We don't want him on
the T-Man.
Don't you wish your girlfriend was wrong?
Looking over the text pages from the morning, Terry, especially over the past half hour or so. Not to, how you say, a complimentary towards the caller that has spent a couple of minutes with us over the last few segments.
Right.
Yes. Give you an example amongst the many. I'm not going to sit here reading them all, Terry. But somebody writes, this lady is ridiculous. I'm at work, as she should be, but instead she complains about her man that provides for her. She needs to stop crying about it and get herself a job. I don't know. She said she's unemployed, Terry. I think she has a job.
Yeah, she said she had a job.
Same one for 4 years.
Yeah, for 3 years.
So, I mean, people are just pretty much throwing it in her face.
Being an escort's very lucrative.
I like this one actually more than reading about the caller. My ex is Filipino, and I certainly noted numerous times that her vaginas stank. Can you ask Teriyaki Free if all Filipino vaginas are the same? Well, I'm married to a woman who's half Filipino, and she's a little even more odorless than I'd like her to be, Terry.
Wow, okay.
I got a little something there.
All right.
Let me know it's there. But,
I can't speak for all Filipino women, so.
You could speak for yourself. And she chooses not to. Okay. 1-866-663-T-Man is the number to call. I told you that the caller or the woman who was down here yesterday participating and trying to win a trip to Las Vegas, Terry, the one who told us all about her round robin of a foursome she had going on this past weekend with 4 Army guys who had just made the trip back up to the Northwest, and one of these 4 guys was her best friend's husband. Do you recall, Terry?
I do.
Do you need a further update? I don't think you do. She's on the line to actually give us all an update on what's transpired over the past 24 hours. Do you remember, Terry? Michelle.
Yes.
Good morning, Michelle.
Good morning, T-Man. Good morning, Terry.
Good morning.
She doesn't sound any less chipper than I remember her, Terry.
Yeah.
She still sounds like she's in good spirits.
That's good.
I understand you got some threatening messages on your cell phone.
Yeah, I got threatening messages. She calls my mom. My mom had to come to my house last night. I had to hear from her. She was yelling at me. She said, how could I do that to her? And everybody knew it was me, so all my employees and my mom, they know it's me.
So the word is out in Everett as to who you are.
Yeah, so now everybody thinks my mom's mad because everybody keeps going up to her like, how could your daughter do that? So, and they all call me Orgy Michelle. Everybody knows me now. Everybody now. Everybody.
She is becoming very quickly a legend in Everett, Terry, as Orgy Michelle, and it doesn't seem to be affecting her in any negative way.
No, not at all. She seems pretty happy about
it. And her
it.
best friend, or her former ex-friend, ex-friend who had her husband sleep with her, Terry, told her mom all about it. She told on her, Terry, like a good 9-year-old would do.
I know, little nanny boo-boo.
Yeah, see, and my mom is a devoted Catholic, so I'm supposed to be a good church girl.
Moms like yours usually
my mom
are.
is not happy.
Goodness.
Yeah, so
it doesn't bother you.
I broke her spirits. My mom thought I was a very good girl, and now that's diminished.
Okay, well, does this affect you or change you in any way as far as what will be your upcoming weekend's activities?
No, that's fine. I still go out every weekend.
You'll go out every weekend, you'll drink up a storm, you'll get yourself into a plastered state and take home the first uniform you can find?
Yeah, is it Friday yet, or I still got one more day?
She's all excited.
Yeah.
She's thinking today's Friday.
So tomorrow night, you'll be drinking it up and letting it out.
Maybe tonight, too. It's open Friday. It's happy hour somewhere.
Yes.
Oh, goodness.
And the threatening messages your friend left, are you concerned for your safety at all, or no?
I will. She was pretty mad yesterday, and the messages were a little scary. I had my other friends over yesterday, so just to protect me, you know, you saw me yesterday. I'm not a very big girl.
So you still have friends?
I have friends.
Now, let's say you're in the bar this weekend. You're You're half in the bag, Terry. I love women in the bag. Okay. And you all of a sudden notice, walking into the bar, is your ex-best friend.
Oh. I will get my friends in front of me and be like, okay, guys.
You're not going to be a little bit scared?
No, I won't be scared because I have my friends. I got complete that friends.
I'm sure your friends are ready to go to war for you in some kind of little brawl kind of situation.
Yeah, we'll have a brawl. That'd be funny.
Now,
but I'd be in the back and I'd never get in one fight.
Is the ex-best friend a bigger woman than you, or is she about the same size?
I'm sorry, what?
Is the ex-best friend a bigger woman than you, or are you guys about the same size?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, that's why she's like
a lot bigger, Terry.
185.
185.
Wow.
Oh.
She's got some muscle on her. I'm not.
Amongst other things.
I know.
Yes, you're a girl. She said, I'm a girl, Terry.
What do you say?
Insinuating that her best friend is too big to be a girl.
Wow.
She's a wildebeest.
Whoa.
Okay.
She's got a little excess weight on her.
Well,
that she could swing around.
We're glad you were able to jump on the line for an update. Now we know what's going on, and we hope you have as good a weekend as always.
Yeah, I will. I'll keep you guys. I'll call you on Monday and keep you updated, okay?
Can't wait.
Yes.
I'll let you know how it goes.
Oh.
But I think you guys should have gave me the Vegas trip. I think you guys should have gave me the Vegas trip.
Well, if you're hotter, we would.
Auctioned off the other ticket. Just a military guy.
Okay.
Had people come in.
Next time around.
Yeah.
All right?
Huh?
Yes. Thank you for the call.
All right.
Hey, take care. There she goes.
Yeah.
She was just a little hotter, Terry.
Really?
I would have been a little bit more excited about that update.
Hey, I voted for her. Hot or not?
Yeah, you did vote for her.
Easy chicks, get the trips.
An interesting philosophy.
Wow. Okay.
Easy chicks get the trips.
I got a real soft spot for easy girls.
Mm-hmm. And she wasn't bad looking, don't get me wrong, Terry.
No,
She's
I
a little
know.
plain Jane,
Sure.
average stuff for me.
All right. Well, I'm sure she could clean up real nice. Yeah, put a little makeup on, and I'm sure when she goes out, she looks a lot different, like most women do.
Oh, did I mention she's easy?
Oh, did
Because when everybody's taking their turns, it probably doesn't matter what you look like.
That is a redeeming characteristic, there's no doubt about it. But you want to be with one of those easy chicks that just make the grade, you know what I'm saying?
What's a little bit better.
A little better. And again, Terry, she's got a good body.
Mm-hmm.
She's got a face.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And she's bubbly.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
she is definitely ready to go at all times. And I don't think it's just with military guys, even though that is definitely her choice.
No?
And I'm sure she's not having trouble finding them up in Everett on a regular basis, so her first choice is usually something she can take care of up there. But if a military guy didn't walk through the door in her bar that she was at on a particular night, I'm sure she's not deciding, okay, well, this night I'll go home alone. Yeah.
Oh, you're a magazine model? No way. Military only for me.
Just finding the closest thing to a uniform. Let's see, that Eddie Barrow logo looks good enough. Let's go.
Yeah, it's uniform.
Oh, you're a transient? Okay.
Oh, jeez.
Wow, Stephen.
Okay. Let's go to the phones. 1-866-663-T-Man. You're on the air.
Hello?
Yes.
T-Man?
Yes.
Well, hey, how's it going?
It's going, sir.
Hey, I got to tell you, that guy that called here about the 22 years with the wife he don't like, you know, he going to stay with her forever. Because, first of all, he can't never get her purse away from him. And, you know, she got his cojones in there.
Mm-hmm.
So he ain't never going to get away from her. And the girl that's divorcing her husband, man, most likely when he was out of work, she rode him like a dog. So you don't want to mess with her. That's why he works at night. You know, there's only 3 reasons a man won't sleep with a woman. You know, first of all, that...
Oh, we don't have time for all 3. You're on the air. Hello.
Yeah, this is Jayan.
Yes, Jayan.
Yeah, I'm calling in regards to the comment that you made about the recruiter, the Army recruiter.
The story, yeah, who got in trouble
Oh, okay.
for the 17-year-old.
Yeah, I know I'm a little outdated, but, you know.
No, you've been waiting on hold a while, and we appreciate that.
Like 30 hours.
Okay.
Well,
30 hours.
Wow.
I didn't know you're on that long.
Yeah, y'all was dealing with that retard girl.
Oh, did. All right.
But no, the reason why I called, man, because I'm a recruiter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're an Army recruiter?
Oh, hell no.
Oh, geez.
I was a smart man. But no, the rules and regs are the same pretty much across the board, you know.
Who are you a recruiter for? The Navy? What?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the first thing they tell you, you know, don't do it. Don't freaking do it. Don't put your career on the line. Don't risk your moral self, you know.
Yeah, well, some people's chemical imbalances prevent them from understanding that.
Yeah, I come to that conclusion in life.
So I don't think all Army recruiters are having this tug-of-war that they're constantly losing. This guy was just battling some issues of his own. Yeah, this guy was taking pictures. What'd you say, Terry, in this story about 17-year-old girls?
Yeah, taking pictures of a 17-year-old
telling him that he'll have her made sergeant by the end of the week. Or
In various sex acts,
Right.
so on and so forth.
Various sex acts. Is it
And I mean, and you know what? In my honest opinion, he deserves whatever he gets for it.
Really?
He deserves whatever you get.
I heard you say it twice now.
Yeah. I'm just making sure I drive it home with you.
Oh, well, that's what he was making sure, too, sir.
Yeah, I'm guessing so, you know?
Okay.
But yeah, and to comment on the one female that called about her husband, I can't help but to comment on it. You know, the reason why everybody was hounding her, I honestly believe, because when she first got online, the first thing she started doing was putting the blame on him. And then after everyone got in her about it, then all of a sudden she started taking her responsibility after the fact. So that's why I can honestly say a lot of people was taking his side, vice her side and his, because she was too ignorant to realize, hey, when you first got on the phone, you just threw everything on your husband.
Well, I'm glad you took time to comment on a woman you just called retard a couple of minutes earlier, sir. What does that make you? Oh, geez.
Wow.
1-866-663-T-Man, you're on the air.
Gee,
Yes.
I guess Terry's not the only one with the wizard sleeve.
Okay. Thank you for the call.
Oh.
He's just looked down and noticed his situation is not that great either, apparently, Terry.
Some things are better left texted.
Oh, yeah, well, maybe I haven't given out the text number, and that's why this guy was having difficulty this morning. The text page number is 97373.
Don't you know?
Don't you know? That's 97373, where you could write a text page like somebody did at 8:58 and 51 seconds that reads as follows. Stephen drinks man chowder.
Now, is that Boston style? Or?
I don't know if it's Manhattan. I don't know where they're going with that.
Really not a chowder guy, to be honest with you.
Kind of guy are you?
Burger and fries.
Oh.
No chowder.
Just drinks it all down. Well done.
The T-Man. Power.
All right, say it for ready, baby. Yes. I guess we're on a quest to find the oldest school music possible, Terry.
I guess so.
To remind everyone, the Shellard Hart Old School Lunch will be on from noon to 2, although the old school lunch pretty much ends at what? At 1:30?
1:30.
I think sometimes she extends it, though.
Yeah, she
yes.
does.
We're trying to make a plea, I guess, to her to extend it till 4.
Wow. Really?
Huh?
No.
No.
Old school dinner.
Old school traffic jam.
Flowers playing an hour like old school cuts.
Oh, that's right.
my
Flowers
gosh.
walks in at 3.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, we can still extend Shellard.
That'd be hot, though.
That is. Let me see what is here on the old text page. Little printout.
All right.
9:22 and 17 seconds. Somebody writes, gay phone operator's carcass could feed the entire Makah tribe.
That is so wrong.
Is that a pretty big tribe, Terry?
I would say yes.
Yeah, that would save a whale. Be productive to the environment.
How many members of the Makah tribe would you say there are?
I
Probably
don't
hundreds.
know.
Give me a ballpark.
Like hot shots
Hundreds,
in.
yeah.
Hundreds.
Oh, well, then he could easily fit it, yes. Okay. 9:21 and 25 seconds. Whatever happened to Hot Tony?
Oh.
Some woman out there feeling really horny this morning. Well, he moved to New York to try to become a fashion model, and
Yeah.
obviously that's working out great because we see him everywhere.
Haven't seen any print ads lately.
Okay.
But he is a sandwich artist.
Any day now. That's Subway.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the arts.
I got you.
Model, artist.
There you go. I love sandwich artists, don't you know? 9:19 and 23 seconds.
Yeah?
Oh, wow. Terry Haskin, yeah. She can't wait. This is Michael from 3 years ago. Play my sex tape. Michael. I think I know who this person is, Terry. Remember that tape of that woman who was like screaming, Michael! Michael!
But that wasn't just 3 years ago, was it?
Yeah, it was more than that.
Like
And Michael should probably know that. Michael probably hasn't gotten laid since then. He wants to hear about the good old days. He wants to be reminded of how good it once was, Terry.
That's when, like, Hot Shot went and spied on people.
So you're suggesting, are you suggesting that this is not Michael? No, this is not when Hot Shot went to spy on somebody. This was way before that, Terry. This was years before that. Some dude just came down with a videotape of him screwing his girlfriend, and we just put the audio on the air. And we're talking about 6 years ago.
Right. Jeez.
So is it fair to say that this is not Michael writing and just some guy who wants to hear a good little sex bit of audio? Or is it Michael and he lost track of where he is in his world?
I think he nailed it. I think it's the last time Michael's gotten laid. Wants to hear what it was like.
But Michael should be aware it's not 3 years ago.
No.
We got that tape like 6 years ago.
He's in denial.
I think we still have it. I just don't play it on the air anymore.
Where do you play it?
Oh, jeez.
It's on your iPod.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
New Nano.
Well, this will be the first time it's been played on the air in some time. But since...
Wow, we have it?
Oh, yeah. Since there has been a request.
Oh, wow, we're doing audio requests now?
Michael, here is a moment where you can reflect back on the good old days. Yes, it was. I forgot how good that was, Terry. Man.
Sure it wasn't the ish.
How was that?
The ish. The sh.
Wow.
I'll tell you what, Terry, I've had some decent reactions, I feel, in my day, but never, I'm not getting it done, apparently. Never one like that.
Yeah, I've been called Michael a lot of times, but never like that.
I mean, so, and even after she screamed his name for the 16th time, or that 17th time, it was like, "Rawr!" She turned into like some beast.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe he was having sex with Emily Rose.
Man. I don't blame Michael for wanting to relive that day.
Yeah.
Just another one of our listeners, Terry, that can't get it done anymore, needs to
relive.
Hear back at the way it was.
He was on the top of his game at one point, man.
Literally and figuratively.
Easy.
That was, I should go to that area of my iPod more often. That is pretty big time audio.
Yeah, I would say so.
You mind if I listen one more time, Terry?
Oh, go for it.
Oh, you know I will.
Kind of does something for me.
Okay.
I just think in itself, I don't think any woman, when I'm having sex with her, Terry, I know, I'm having thoughts here. I don't think any woman has repetitively just said my name over and over and over and over and over again.
Not even your wife?
Not without a couple of expletives in between her. No, she's a big swearer, Terry. Just,
she is?
Didn't we have that whole conversation about 4 years ago?
Probably, but wow, it still just shocks
me.
me.
Like a truck driver.
No.
But just not my name.
Oh.
Well, maybe with the F in front of it. But,
wow.
I kind of like it, though.
Yeah? Change your name.
It's big. Big time. Mm-hmm. It's almost like a plea for help. Even though you know she doesn't need any, Terry.
Yeah, she definitely doesn't need any help.
The way she's calling his name, it's almost like she's begging for help. I mean, if she was dangling from a cliff, she'd be screaming his name or calling out his name in the same fashion, Terry. I'm very intrigued by this. Okay, at this point, she's not on the cliff anymore.
If she is, I'm going back up. I'm going to the Grand Canyon tomorrow.
This is a different point in time. Otis. Otis. Yeah, when you're able to turn the word Michael into a 9-syllable word, Terry, that's when you know you're pretty big time.
Could be when she hit the bottom of the cliff, though.
Does sound like she's kind of falling down like the coyote there, Terry.
See a little thing of smoke come up at the end. Poof.
Yeah, I've never had my teammate.
You don't usually tell him your name.
No, they don't know my real name. And they can't see my face either. Anyhow, gotta have sex with the blue dot. Anyhow, you mind if I start it over, Terry? Okay. A blue dot!
There you go.
I'll be good with myself again this afternoon, won't I, Terry? Yeah. I do. Michael, not saying a damn thing through the whole thing, Terry. You know that?
It's also, is she beating something up, too?
Because I was just screaming so loud. This woman's such a loud screamer. Michael is completely tone deaf.
Right, she's like a tea kettle.
Yeah, everything. I'd say the tea is done.
Yeah, no kidding.
And then just a psycho laugh just to make it that much more exciting, Terry.
Yeah, I guess so.
Laughing like an outright, utter psycho. Just to put the cherry on top.
Oh, yeah.
That
was The machine gun psycho laugh.
She's probably married with kids these days. Some guy out there is knowing that's my wife. Michael Handler.
Michael Handler.
Sounds like that was a good hurry, Bumble.
Oh, jeez.
I always thought it was the same woman.
Wow. You're going to make me search
kind of
more?
a pseudo request.
You're making me search for more audio, Stephen? Is that what you're doing?
Pretty much.
All right, hang on. 1 second.
That's great, Stephen.
Chill out. Let's see if I can find it here. Is this it?
Why would you do that
No.
to a happy little creature that
damn.
is fluffy? I mean, I'm fluffy. Not like I'm carrying a gun. I'm fluffy.
Okay. Bumble, Bumble, Bumble. Bumble the pig.
Good job, Stephen.
Thanks a lot, Stephen.
Jeez.
Once again, you can be credited for slamming the brakes on the program. Appreciate it.
I enjoy it.
Yes. All right, that's not it.
No instant request for you.
Hi, Valerie. This is Steve Kitball.
Oh, jeez.
Say, how are you doing today?
Safe to say no one's ever screamed that.
It's time to call him back again.
Oh, jeez.
You're right.
Yeah.
This is Calvin Calhoun.
No.
It was great.
What the hell is Bumble? Maybe we just erased Bumble. I don't know, Terry. We never thought we'd need it again.
It was a good hurry. Why would you erase it?
Yeah, it was a good
I didn't
hurry.
erase it. We have it here. I know where it is now. All right, you want Bumble? Same girl? Yeah.
Bumble, run! Good girl, Bumble. That was a good hurry.
Very worth it, Stephen.
You mean the snorter in the background is the same girl, Stephen, or the girl talking to Bumble?
I don't know the whole thing.
The whole thing?
I think the girl, yeah, the little laugh, her little voice.
Echinacea! Echinacea!
What if she was having sex with Anthony? I mean, come on. That'd be just the craziest conversation ever.
Oh, jeez.
Anthony, you gotta get that ball in open space, Anthony! 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 Anthony!
Oh, man.
What if she was with Ruben Patterson? I mean, what would he say afterwards?
You know what? He's not going to say a damn thing.
Oh, wow.
What other text pages do we have here?
Oh, goodness.
Do Stephen and Terry share the same VJ? I wonder if we have any audio on that. 9:18 and 40 seconds. Hook me up with the orgy girl, T-Man. I'll owe you one.
Wow.
And by the way, not all Filipino VJs stank.
Oh, that's good to know.
What else do we need to read here? Hey,
I would like to apologize to everyone that has been hurt by my stupid decision, include my wife, my family, my team, and my fans.
Eric, Tim Heavily at the Seattle Mariners. Don't ever contact me again. Don't ask for credentials. Don't ask for guests. Don't ask to come near the ballpark as far as I'm concerned. Thanks.
Oh, yeah. Except for every Friday night during the season when we're at the games.
Right. Powers is a bad guy, man. People who hate him are in the city.
Yeah, a lot of people.
We are going to have this neighborhood be clean of this kind of filth. We have family. We care about this neighborhood.
Now, that to me sounds like the closest match we have to where that girl may be today, Terry.
Uh-huh.
Yes. We have families.
Man.
It all started with Bumble.
Hey, Raymond, how about you go get your silver spoons? You can eat my ass.
Oh, jeez. All right.
What happened to that guy?
I don't know.
Which one?
The whole line.
Wow.
Hey, Raymond.
Forgot about him.
We're strippers on ice. Strippers on ice. We'll laugh and sing. We'll do anything. We're strippers on ice.
Ah, Terry. Where are the strippers on ice when you need them?
Where are they?
Huh? They're running around with Bumble the pig.
You think women never got the spoon?
Okay. I'm trying to see if there's any old...
No, Harry the helicopter.
Oh, I could go with that one, Terry, but we hear, though, more than we need to. Yeah. All right. Hey.
We heard Ken Schramm. I mean, how can you do better than that?
Yeah, you need any other request, Terry?
I know, Ken.
The Michael Jordan.
Huh? No, that's
Watch
not
yourself.
that great. All right.
I just did it.
Okay, there you go. It's a perfect match. Mm-hmm.
David Robinson in his briefs or in his whites.
Oh, okay.
My darling, please don't twist my testicles.
Okay. All right, Curtis.
Okay, then.
We'll be doing the same thing at 10 o'clock, so come on down and join us.
Yeah.
Well, I thought we were done with the show.
If you didn't leave at 10:01, Terry, you'd hear we do this every day. All right.
The T-Man.